Sorry, I'm a little late. Sorry, I'm a little late. Hello. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. I don't know why I'm whispering. We could do a little ASMR. um, Hi, Lori. Ooh, my mouth is making noises. Hey, living it up. I love that name, living it up. We used to. Wait, hold on. Let me take a sip of this. Living it up. Should be live it up, Burn. Um, yeah, I'm always late. Thanks for making a note of it, Laura. Hey, Raquel. Burrito. Raquel Burrito. Burrito. Living it up. So 2026 is going to be your living it up time. Let's do it. Um, all right, guys. Hey, RLF. I'm probably just going to jump into it quick because I want to get through last night we did a 80 or last live we did 88 pages. I would like to get up to like 160, not 160 pages, but another almost 80 pages because I want to play the court hearing that is talked about in it. um so I want to play that. We can watch that together, which is, how long is that? That's 25 minutes. So that's why I figured if we read about 80 pages, play the court hearing, and go from there. But this one's an interesting section here. Like I said, if you read the title in the thumbnail, you will see he does talk about Breezy, and he talks about like how it's affected him, what happened to her, and he talks about what her last words to him was and stuff like that. So that'll be coming. And like I said, I've only read up until where I edited, I redacted, so I don't know if he brings her up anymore after that, but he does bring her up a few times in these upcoming things, which I thought was really interesting because this is the first time, everybody's been asking like, has anybody said like how Breezy found out, or how no how Wade's found out, any of that stuff, or what was his reaction? So the best I got is him talking about it July, because she died February 2024, so she had died that year, but in February. So these messages are from July, the second week of July. So, oh, thank you, John. Hey, how are you? Hey, sweetie, I'm at Comedy Club, but I wanted to give you the news before everyone else. Rex, the Long Island Killer, expects to change his plea. Oh, to guilty? Or what? Hey, Poetic Infatuation. Hey, Christy. And thank you for the super chat. I haven't looked into that case in forever. Um, wow, Liz, thank you for joining. Thank you. New member. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I don't know how to sign language since you're at the club. um 7 months, Steffi. Thank you. Vanity Trust. Oh, okay. So also, like I said, guys, when you join, I'm gonna start putting. I haven't yet, and I apologize, but I'm gonna do it right now while people are coming in. I'll start out with putting Breezy's kiosk messages. I want to give as one of the perks to release some of. I mean, I know I read all the kiosk messages previous, all the ones that have so far. I've read them all. But I was gonna release some of the ones where I made them all individual for each person that I was doing for like Patreon members with the kiosk pictures. I won't do the pictures because it's a whole heap of issues with that, but I'll do the kiosk messages like individualized, the ones that I have. I was going to put it on my member. So if you're a member, you'll get to just have like I put them in like PDF, Adobe, or however you want to open it, and you could see like, let's say Vivian's. Now I don't have all Vivian's done, but I have two big chunks of all hers, like not every one, because I haven't had time to go through them all, but like Breezy's, that'll be the first one since we're talking about Breezy right now. I have hers all done where you go read through her kiosk messages with Wade. So I'll start putting like different people's up there that I have. So let me do Breezy's real quick since um I'm waiting for some people to come in and then we'll start reading. Okay, hold on one second because I want to at least have somebody's up there so you see that I am going to be doing it, and that'll just be a members perk. Like I said, I had read all of them before, but I didn't read all of them individualized. I read some of them individualized, but just like going through one person and seeing their interaction, just Wade and them. Does that make sense? So it gives you a kind of a different flow when you do it that way. But I also like to read them to you guys like I am now because you get to see when he's like saying something like, "Oh, I'm not talking to anybody else," and then the next minute he's asking somebody else to marry him. So I like to do it like this when I read them all because you could kind of see what a liar he is. But then I'm going to give you some individualized ones where you could kind of follow the whole conversation if that makes sense. Okay. All right. So, hold on. Let me share. First of all, I want to I want to share this on my community post, the live, and then it'll be under posts. The first one's just gonna be my live that I wanted to, which one is that? I want to share the horizontal one on my community. All right. Hold on, you guys. I think it's this one. It won't let me share one. Okay. So I shared that. That's just the lives, but like I said, let me share the breezy stuff just so I have it up for y'all. I'll do her, you know what? I'll do her pictures too. I'll do Breezy's since she's no longer with us. She can't cause any problems with, since it's her picture, she can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because these people, even though they're public, sometimes they like to cause issues. So I could actually, that's rare. The other ones I'm not gonna be able to do the pictures, but with Breezy's, there'll be two different links for the members. You can see all the pictures that she sent to Wade, kiosk pictures, and then all the messages between Wade and her kiosk messages. Okay. I'll put that over there right now, and then there'll be links. And if you don't like the links, like email me, or we'll see how it goes. If people aren't liking the link, um, then I could end up doing something else. But I think the links are gonna be the easiest. All right, hold on. I just want to have something up there for you guys now, so you see, like I am gonna be doing this. But yeah, that's for members perk. Okay. All right. But tonight's gonna be a good one, you guys. If you guys have been following all this for these messages, like I said, are interesting because we get to finally hear his thoughts, like I said. Um all channel members. I just want to okay, hold on one second. Wait, what was the first one I did? Was the kiosk messages. Okay, guys. I think everybody's in, right? Okay. So those links for the first breezy ones, they're up. If it'll be under the community posts for members. If you won't be able to see it if you're a member. Okay. So let's get going with this. You guys ready? I'm just gonna start reading. Thank you, No Say. Thank you for joining. Yes, she died February 11th, 2024. OD. That was what the conclusion they said. No, not yet. I haven't started yet. I'm about to start reading. So I just wanted to put I just put for members that perk that I was offering where I was gonna put some of the kiosk messages that I kind of grouped per person so people could just read through the thread of like Wade and Breezy or Wade and who else? I'm trying to give another example. Wade and Amanda and Wade and Vivian, and they could just kind of read down the line of them two back and forth. Um, I hate headaches. Yeah. Dude, I've been getting a headache almost every day. Let's knock on wood. I hope I don't get one for this. Why did I just say that? I know last live, remember I got one. And if Zeke comes, I'll put the cam on. He was up here, but he went down. All right. Thanks, Steph. Thank you. And like I said, when he talks about the court hearing that he's going to go to, I have the court hearing. It's 25 minutes long, and we're going to watch it too. Okay. So you can kind of see what he's talking about. All right. Here we go. Share my screen. Shusha y'all. All right. We're going to start on page 88. 88 is where we left off. This is from July 2024. Um, we left off, start with Tracy 88. Yeah, so we'll start here. Yep. Okay. So we left off, we're on July 18th, 2024. Like I said, these are the ones I have not read yet. These are all new because I didn't have these 2 weeks. So I finally got them. What? When did I get them? This beginning of this week, finally, I think Monday or. Okay, here we go. Let me take one sip of coffee. Look, I had this. This was decaf because I wanted coffee, but then when I started my live, because I was having it, I was like, I don't want another cup of caffeine, so I could save my caffeine for my live. So I got two coffees on here. I'll go back and forth. Wait, why are you apologizing, Steph? Why'd you say sorry? Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you for thank you, Watermark Mel. Thank you, Steph, for the super chat, and thank you for reminding me on the watermark. I would have forgot that. Thanks. You guys are always. What is the preview? Hide the preview. Oh, never mind. I see. Okay. Thank you for reminding me because. All right, guys. 1 second. It's because when I re-say when I do more redactions and then I share it, then I lose my watermark. So thank you for reminding me. I'm glad I was looking at chat too. Thanks. Okay, so zavgirl watermark. All right. Did you hear that? Like the house crack? Can you guys hear? I'm just curious if you guys could hear that. That was a loud one. You know how your house makes noises? Whoa. I know I'm not looking. I can't see what you guys are saying because I'm doing these watermarks, but um wow. Huh. That was loud. Hold on. Oh, that's perfect right there. So that will be, hold on. I'm trying to save him so I don't have to keep. Okay, I got one more. So I could just, um, I have to keep moving the stuff down because it's not in the right spot. So I have to keep alternate. All right. This will be the last one here. I gotta move it down. Just 1 second. Down, 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 down. Just sing it with me. I'm just trying to keep you guys entertained because I don't think I could ever have a smooth, lively life, even when I think, okay, I'm all prepared. I got it. Nope. Guess what? There's always something. Oh, yeah. Then we got Zeekster. So then we got. He's like to run his mouth. I can't believe how easy I could hear my mom. Does that mean like she could hear me that easily? Because I don't want her being able to hear me reading this stuff, guys. Like some of this stuff, I can't remember if there's a lot of bad stuff in this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want her to be able to hear me. Shit. Why can I hear her so easily, dude? That's why if you guys notice that I'm reading and there's like some part that is bad, I'll like say it softer. So just know that. All right, let's go. Oh, I texted all same. Wait, I text oh no, I think I texted him the one earlier. I don't know if I texted him this one. No, yeah, I did. He didn't respond. I did though. And mods, can you let people know about the members perk? If I don't even know if there's any mods in here right now. Um, all the mod, but see, whoever, Brianna, you're talking about, oh, like, do I have enough mods? No, when I do them in different times, it's good to have a few from different time zones and a few, but sometimes they'll all be there, which is great if they're all there, but like, sometimes none of them are there, and sometimes there's only one, so yeah, I don't really have over modding. I'm probably under modded compared to a lot. Um, Wow, Steph, wait, is that another one? Oh no, that's the same one. But thank you, no say, thank you. Wow, Candy, 14 months. Whoa. Liz Rose, did I thank you? Liz Rose and no say. New members, thank you so much. I know, I'm nervous. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna start with Tracy. Like I said, July 18th, 2024. Tracy says, "Hi, love. Thank you for the update. I will keep my eye out for the returned money. I will send it to you via PayPal." Remember, he said we returned it because there was some issue, so he wanted her to send it another way. It wasn't like, oh, he's like, can you send it this way? Anyway, I would love to talk to you, but I am not available today since I'm heading out to my girlfriend's house and we're going to a concert tonight. Not really looking forward to it. Just going because her and her guy broke up and she has no one else to go with. Ugh. You can call me any other time. I work from home, so I'm available. Then she gives him her number, says, praying you are safe and doing well. Tight hugs. Courtney, and this isn't the Courtney from TikTok, it's a different one, says, "Hi, well, I see you disconnected me. I guess I finally got lost in the pool of over 4,000 messages you've received, but not really remember. A lot of people got disconnected. He didn't do it, but for whatever happened, a lot of people got disconnected, so he had to re add people. So some people were up in their feelings or, all defensive, like, oh, you guess you didn't want to talk to me. Anyway, how are you doing? I got your last message about the documentary interview with Bunny. That's exciting news. Keep me posted on what happens. I see you've been quite popular over the last couple weeks. There's a whole war on social media with your personal messages being posted back and forth between all the women messaging you. They're all trying to prove a point on who your main woman is, I guess. You've got all these girls going crazy. I'm sure you didn't expect all that. Just got back in town and wanted to check in on you. You're in my prayers. Hope you're doing well. Keep your head up. I know you have a hearing coming up soon. Try not to cause any more social media wars and these women all over the world or with these women all over the world. Am I talking loud enough, guys? Sound good? Hey, Queenie. I don't know how to get a hold of Hope G. I forgot to tell her to remember how I told, Cat Mouse, how could we, email me and we'll set up how we could connect? I forgot to do that with Hope G, so I could that I Oh, gee, if you're listening, that's why I didn't message you. I'm not sure. We gotta exchange phone numbers. But thanks for coming, Queenie. And Callie Girl and Steph and Callie. Poetic. I know. I know. You're silly. You guys know me too well. Anyway. All right. So Vivian says, did you call the lawyer waiting for your call? Wade to Marion. Now remember, Marion's the one that opened that Fundly account. It was in her name. Even though Jesse was the one that got the power of attorney, had access to it. But remember, Marion was the if you went in to see who started it, it was her. It says, Marion, here's my girlfriend's phone number. So he's giving her Jesse's phone number. And how crazy, he's calling her his girlfriend. So some people, he did tell. So here's my girlfriend's phone number. Her name is Jessie. We're trying to keep things under wrap due to all the publicity that I have been receiving. Her phone number is as follows, her email. We would prefer that you establish the GoFundMe in your name, but I would like for Jessie to have some form of login information to the account. Why? But what I don't understand is why didn't Jessie just do the GoFundMe? Can somebody remind me? Was there an issue why she couldn't do it? Because he obviously wants her to have access to it, but he, for some reason, needs somebody else to open it and do it. You know what I'm saying? So he's having, hey, you do it, but give Jessie the login and stuff so she has access. Vivian says, please don't do this again. I've been waiting 6 effing days. Please call. I have something important to tell you. Christina says, been trying to send pics, but they keep getting rejected. They're too sexy, I guess. Jesse says, all done. Tracy says, I don't know what time they'll allow you to use phones. I get up at 5:30 a.m. to work out, so you can call me anytime. What did you eat today? Do they have protein shakes that you can get in your commissary? How are you feeling? Just want to let you know that you are my thoughts. XO Tracy. Marion says, thank you, Wade, for your quick response. I'm happy to hear about your girlfriend, Jessie. You can all you can use all the help you can get. I understand that you want Jessie to have oversight of your GoFundMe account. I promise to contact her shortly and show her how to view the current donation amounts. Just please remember to be patient. To get this sort of campaign off the ground, it takes time and spreading the news. I am also trying to create a video or connect with YouTube creators to spread the message. I'm a 24/7 caregiver for my youngest son. Dean is 24-year-old, and then they redacted something. I'm guessing maybe his disability, because I mean she's a caregiver. So I'm also happy to send updates to you periodically. Have a great day. Love and light, Marion. And then Wade writes to Jesse, the money to Vivian got sent back or not? So he's asking, can you check it? Jesse says, yeah, she sent it as good service. And unless I provided tracking information about sending out the goods to her, they're going to refund her. I sent her the money back so it wouldn't flag the account. Camille says, hey, are you okay? Jesse says, Marion just sent me the nicest message. I'm going to try to meet with her in person when I officially move to Florida. Sounds like she's working on starting everything up, and I let her know to let me know how I can help and support it. Are you talking with Vivian? If you are, I'd recommend she doesn't send the money as a good service, because then she can't do a chargeback or ask for a refund. She more or less said it was a fraudulent charge, and I'm concerned your account will get shut down if we get more. I thought that was the opposite. If you put it as a good or service, you can get a refund because then you have insurance on it. You have to pay that fee. If you send it like as a friend in a gift, that's when you can't get it back. From my experience, huh? And I don't understand why Vivian. Wait, did Vivian do that after she was all mad because he wasn't responding? Remember, she's like, "Okay, we're done. Just please tell me," like freaking out. Is that why she ended up canceling it? Because look, she said it was a fraudulent charge. I don't know. Something Vivian would do, I feel like. So Vivian says, what's that supposed to mean? I said I deleted him immediately after the 2 messages he wrote. Wait, what did he write to her that she's talking about? Do you remember? Hold on. I have to figure this out. Oh my god, how far up is this? Wait. I don't know. Dang it. I just wanted to know what she was talking about. That's the only thing with stopping and then continuing is I'm just trying to find Wade's last message to her. The heck? I can't. I mean, I guess he's trying to ask her. Oh, here. What does it sound like at least? I'm gonna try giving a call to them first. If someone picks up, I would like to know. I guess they're just talking about writing to the lawyer. I don't know. Sorry. I'm just confused why she's like freaking out. Okay. Oh, I just fell back. Must have missed something because she's saying, what's that supposed to mean? I said I deleted him immediately after the 2 messages he wrote. Oh, that John or Joe or whatever. Okay. Do you guys remember? He's freaking out because he switched prisons and supposedly he was giving these ladies this other guy's contact and they were like going through this. I forget if it was Joe or John now, I forget. So that's what he's talking about. So he's telling everybody, change your phone number. Um, don't talk to this person, don't send him anything. Um, and he has your contact. Just change your number. Don't message him. He has your contact number. I'm just trying to remind people because some people aren't able to see all of the videos I do, so it's good to give a little refresher. Um, and then Vivian says, "Don't do this to me. I deleted him when he told me it's not him." And Jesse says, "Do I have time to make dinner or are you calling soon? I don't want to pressure you. Just curious. I have a few more updates for you too." Vivian says, "I just wrote him this one message if he is the guy, nothing more." "Why are you doing this to me now? I've been crying for the last 6 days. I really wanted to talk to you and know if you're okay. I wrote to the one and asked him when he told me it wasn't him. I deleted it immediately. Call me. I waited 6 days for this." And then Vivian says, "Oh yeah," and then she says, "Please call. Do you do you call the next one now? Please don't do this to me." Are you really on the phone to the next one after everything I've been through in the last few days? These are all Vivian. That's why I'm not. Oh my god. Oh, let me make this a little bit bigger, guys. Why are you doing this to me now? I've tried everything to get in touch with you. Somehow, I'm guilty of that now. I can't just call and tell you how much I miss you. And as I said, I deleted him immediately. He had written 2 messages. I deleted immediately. Please don't do this to me now and call the next one straight away. I haven't done anything. Please call. She just freaks out when he's just probably busy writing somebody else or way. I mean, I guess that's why she's freaking out. But like she's always thinking it's because he's like mad and he's freaking out, but he's really just preoccupied doing other stuff. Like she's thinking it's about this, right? Let's see what I don't remember what he says back. Vivian says, "What is this? Will you never call again?" These are all like minutes apart, you guys. I mean, 4 minutes, 1 minute, 4 minutes. I mean, it's not like all this time's passing and she's freaking out. "Ah, please don't do this to me now and call the next one straight away. I haven't done anything. Please. What is this? Will you never call again? I'm sitting here crying again like the last 6 days. Can you please call? I haven't done anything. Please stop. I can't take it anymore. Please call me." Are you really talking to the next one now? Love it how she just calls him the next or like the next one. What the heck? "I only have you in my list. I deleted the guy as soon as he said it wasn't him. Please call me. Now, I'm crying, babe. Please." Dude, Vivian, it's not like he's sitting there reading these and saying, "Oh, I'm so mad. I'm not calling. She's messaging that guy. No, he's busy freaking talking to other people," which I mean, I guess you'd be mad at that too. He's busy talking to other women, but it's not because he's mad about this stupid guy. Like, I feel like she's picturing him like reading and he's getting mad or not believing him, not believing her. Like, she's lying. She's talking to him. Oh my God, this girl. Still, Vivian says, please don't do this to me. Why are you doing this? Who are you talking to on the phone? Then at least reply to a shitty message. Why are you doing this to me? I have given everything for you the last few days. I tried everything to find out if you're okay. Please call me. Is this loud enough, guys? Whoa, 30 months, Evie. Thank you. Aw. All you Zap Girl. Love all you Zap Girl. Hugs to Ziki, Zap Boy. Thank you. Um, yeah, that's true. You could hear me good though, 'cause I'm reading a little bit lower than I normally do. Because it's so quiet now. It's not. She doesn't have anything playing. I wish she did. um, okay. Oh, and then she says, I have given everything for you the last few days. I tried everything to find out if you're okay. Please call me. Please don't do this to me again. Please call. Then they redacted this. Somebody, blank, has been waiting for you. Can you please call? Have you really been on the phone with someone else for almost an hour now? Why are you doing this to me? I thought you loved me. Just the two of us, question mark? Please call. I missed a word, do? Alexandra says, Babe, are you all right? Haven't seen you online. Or haven't seen you online on GTL now. Till now. Just give me a call if you can. I'm worried. Kiss, love. Vivian says, I can't take it anymore. I've suffered so much the last 6 days. I missed you so much. Please answer me or call me. I have no one on the list. I only want you. I am yours. Please don't call anyone else. I beg you, don't do this to me. Then still Vivian, why are you doing this to me? Who are you talking to on the phone? What was your plan? Just hang up to be able to talk to the next one? Do you know how bad I feel? How can you leave me like this again after the last few days? I thought you loved me. I thought we were going to have a nice time here today. I thought it was just you and me. Inmates. Inmates you are connected to, name inmate CFN, location connected visitation action. Wade Wilson, that gives the his number. Lee County Jail 62224 approved my effing list. Please call. Please stop calling someone else. Please, babe. So she's just saying that it approved her list. Oh. Alexandra says, hello, just say something. You okay? I miss you so bad. Vivian said, F, please call. Please stop talking to the other women on the phone and call me now. Please. I'm going crazy here. Just can't take it anymore. Please don't do it again. Amanda says, I love you. I will text you in about an hour. Vivian says, okay, then tell me. It's over now? Question mark. And then she says, please, I beg you one last time. Please call me. I have done nothing. I deleted him immediately after he said he's not the one I'm looking for. I just wanted contact with you. Oh my gosh, this thing. I can't get these things out of my system. There's two things that keep popping up. I can't. You know how they're stuck and you can't get rid of them? You guys probably see them keep popping up. I it won't go away. Anyway. And I know I'm exiting now, but when I'm off things, I go in and I try to get it away. And okay, we'll talk about that another time. But oh my lord, the other thing that keeps popping up is my old camera's setting update. I figured it out. Remember, I was like, it won't update. Well, it's my old camera that I don't have anymore. So, like, I was trying to update it because I thought it was my new camera, and I was wondering why it wouldn't update. I finally looked at the name as my old camera. Don't even have it, but I can't get that to stop trying to update. So that's another one you'll see pop up. So sorry, guys. Um, Where are we at? I wanted to ask, wait. I just wanted to contact with you. I wanted to ask you how you are. Tell you that I love you. I only wanted you, always. For me, there was only you, and now you're just shitting on me like that? Just nothing for an hour? What are you doing? Who are you talking to on the phone? Shouldn't you want to talk to me on the phone? And then they redacted something. I don't understand what I did wrong, but I wish you would talk to me about it instead of running to some dot dot dot. Please call me now. Please wait. I effing love you more than anything. Please call me now. I can't take it anymore. And then Wade responds to Amanda and he says, "Okay, baby, love you too. You got 30 seconds, lol." And then Vivian, oh, Vivian says, "If it's over for you, then disconnect me here. If you can't tell me in person, then please do it this way." And then Amanda says, "LMAO, that's right. Tell me what you love about me most. I need to hear your perfect words." Remember that Amanda that's redacted in black? That's the Amanda, the one we know that donated like a total of like, I think 10,000 plus more. I know, like it was always said 10,000, and then when we seen some of the messages and Jesse's telling him the amounts, it looks more like she did like 5,000 and then 2,000, like 7,000. But I remember somewhere, I don't know if it was in the Fundly or something where people were saying 10,000, but regardless, 7,000 is a lot too. Um, and that's the one that even after he went to death row, it showed that he was still talking to for a little bit. If I'm right, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but um, I'm pretty sure at least not, maybe not anymore, but at the beginning she was still in contact with him. And she's a pretty girl. I would say she's, if you guys haven't seen her, there's pictures going around of the Amanda that contacted him. I mean, she's objectively attractive. I'm sure a lot of guys would think she was pretty, or a lot of people, I should say. I mean, I think she's attractive. Anyway, Vivian says, "Do you need more money? Then tell me. I'll send you more than 200. Call me, please. I love you. I'll do anything for you." Vivian, and another Vivian says, "I'll send you as much as you need. I promise. Please call. But please call now. Please stop calling others. Please call me. I love you." Then Wade writes this is his adoptive dad, Steve. He says, "Can you talk?" And then Vivian again. Oh my God. Did Ashley come in yet? She texted. She said she was going to come in. The only reason I ask is I want to tell her something about telling people about my members and my that's why I keep looking. Sorry guys, I'm waiting to see her come up so I can tell her. Okay, so Vivian says an hour and a half, nothing. So like he hasn't responded in an hour and a half. Just hung up. And what was it? And now you're having oh, so is that what she's saying, that they were talking on the phone and they hung up and then an hour and a half no response? I'm That's what I'm taking it, because it says just hung up and that was it. And now you're having fun while I'm lying here crying. Not having fun though. He's in jail. It's kind of humorous thinking about that though. She's acting like he's out like clubbing it and partying and he's in jail. Like, oh my God. So now you're having fun while I'm lying here crying. If you want to end it, you have to disconnect me. Otherwise, I'll write to you again and again. I'm crazy about you. Or you still want to have fun and love me? Then please call me. I didn't do anything. I deleted it immediately. There is only you. Please call me, babe. I'll wait for you here in bed. Please call. Oh my lord. I know exactly. Yeah, it's like he's checked like he has the freedom to that too, to be able to call, and it has to respond and answer right away and call. You know what I'm saying? Like he has that freedom. He's in jail for crying out loud. Oh my god, if he doesn't answer, they could, I mean, yeah, we know he is talking to a bunch of other women, but the point is though, don't jump to conclusions because, I mean, a lot of the times when he's not answering, he's in like a cell, like especially after the hearings where he's stuck in a cell or his stuff's not working or he loses um whatever, where he loses his tablet where he can't get it because he gets in trouble or they take it away. So instead of jumping to all of a sudden he's mad because you texted this guy because it was one of the guys that was in jail with him that he hooked him up to have some kind of contact, I think, if they couldn't get a hold of him or whatever, a second contact. Oh my god, and now he's not with them, the guy's not, um I think the guy got moved or something, so he's telling everybody to change their number because he's afraid their numbers are gonna be going around to other inmates because so change the number because he's afraid that guy was gonna give their numbers to other ones, but, oh well, I mean, Wade says to Amanda, I love your authenticity, as in not only a total, complete woman, but as being exactly just what is the person within yourself that is so compatible and connective toward my inner person. Oh my God, that's somebody trying to sound smart that it actually comes across as no anyone is an idiot like that does it's somebody trying so hard and it's just not landing right. Like the sentence is, I didn't even read that wrong. That's what it says. I love your authenticity as in not only a total, complete woman, but as being exactly just what is the person within yourself that is so compatible and connective toward my inner person. When you laugh your beautiful laugh every time, it causes me to stir and get euphoria over and again, back to back, never ending, never stopping. Not only making me smile on my face, but in my soul. The drawl and accentuation of your voice is gravitating and absolutely in tune to what is my only preference. When you speak, it takes me higher to another place, while at the same time bringing me down to earth. This reminds me of like one of those movies that's supposed to be like serious, but it makes fun of a movie. Like this, it could be in one of those, like them trying to sound so, ooh, romantic. And this is what it says because it's a comedy because it's so ridiculous. Oh my God. Your relationship goals and aspirations are so attractive to me, more so even in awe, because I know as being the man that I am, that I've inspired and sparked within you such ambitions as yourself, being such the woman that you are to go after and make it for all it's worth. There are so many things I love about you. And these, normally you would think there's some typos because the wording is so weird. Like it must have been some typos and autocorrects that are wrong. No, now from being familiar with how Wade writes, this is how he puts together sentences. The words don't go, they're not in the right order, they're not in the right place, but he does it and it's like he's trying to sound smart, but he's not. You know what I'm saying? Somebody trying to sound smarter than they are. If he would just talk normal and not try, it would probably be a lot smarter than this. Yeah, this is real. This is what he meant for the words to be. You're like I just gotta read this end. Just please, we have to read this last sentence again. Your relationship goals and aspirations are so attractive to me, more so even in awe, because I know as being the man that I am, that I've inspired and sparked within you such ambitions as yourself, being such the woman that you are to go after and make it for all it's worth. There are so many things I love about you. Okay. And then Wade writes to his adoptive dad again. He says, I've got someone working for me on some promo items, doing the design work right now, but would consider doing some shirts, maybe cup, etc. Starting small, of course. Can I speak with you about this? Wants to get his dad to help him do some merch. Jesse says, hardest part of this is deciding what effing font to use, lol. I came up with another cool one, I think. Turn one of your photos black and white t shirt, background, and has your name in the bright blue color like your jacket. So they're trying to come up with some merch designs and they want their dad to make them. So the dad must be in that kind of business. Because remember, ooh, I have a feeling Zeke's gonna run up here after this. Hold on a second. Hold on. We gotta get Z Cam because she's taking him out, and I just have a feeling. Oh my god, hold on. I want to get the Z Cam going. I don't know if I'm gonna have time. Except every time I have to change the gosh darn settings. Hold on. He's coming back in. Shoot. Come on. Audio. JK. Okay. Uh, okay. Oh, mute. Okay. Tell me, is it okay? Sound. I always like to double check right at the beginning to make sure. And then I'll change the avatar or the edit. I just have a feeling he's just gonna come up here after he goes out, and I want to see you guys run. I want you to see him run in here. Okay. Does it sound okay though? Right? Everything sounds normal. Anybody? Hold on. Okay, I think it sounds good. All right. I could be wrong. He might just stay down with my mom. I don't know. But just in case, if he does, I'll just take the camera off. Okay. So, yeah, if you guys remember some of the messages between him and his dad, like even I think in the 2019 ones when I got the kiosk messages, he talks about like making bracelets and like making things. So his dad must do that for on the side or something. He must have access or something. Unless if he's just, oh, that's the only person he has to help him. And that's who he thinks of to do anything for him. But I just have a feeling his dad has some kind of experience doing this kind of stuff. Okay. So Jesse says, hardest part of this is deciding what effing font to use. LOL. I came up with another cool one, I think. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Turn one of your photos black and white. T-shirt white has your name in bright blue color, like your jacket. Um, Jesse said, and then she says, sorry, was talking to my mom. Call me. So he must have tried to call her and she didn't answer. And then Amanda says, baby, that's so sweet. Because remember what he said to Aunt Amanda, that stuff I read that I was laughing at. So she says, wonder, I would love to get her honest reaction on like, what was she thinking when she read it? Like, I wonder if she's reading it laughing. I don't know. She's probably thinking there's a bunch of typos or something. Like wrong words, like auto corrected wrong words. She says, baby, that was so sweet. Why do you have to be so perfect? Every single word you said just made my smile bigger and bigger. I just fell in love with you more than ever. I want to be your everything, my love, and make you happy and to never feel alone. I'm going to always have your back. I kind of feel speechless because I didn't expect to read what you just wrote. Yeah, we know, Amanda. We know. We didn't expect it either. I'm not used to having someone say things like that. Yeah, I don't think any of us are. Okay, Heidi. So Heidi was another regular. Okay. If you remember all the kiosk messages I read, they talked a lot. Hi, Zeke. I knew you were going to come up, babe. I knew you were going to come up, Bubba. I knew it. Yes. I knew it, baby. Come, I can't reach. Come here. I knew it, Bubba. I just knew you come see me. Every time you go out, it's like you want to come in and say, "Hi, I came in, I went potty, I'm a good boy." He likes to say, "I'm a good boy, huh, Bubba's? I love you, I'm doing a lot. You need to go in your bed. You're all wet. Is it raining? It must be raining out, Bubs. I love you. Was it raining? I think it was raining. Oh, I love you, Bubba. Thank you for coming and seeing me. Thank you. Love you, love you. Love you, love you. Okay. I was right. My baby never lets me down. Oh, Bubba. Okay. Um, so where are we at? Where'd he go? Oh, he already left. Bubs? Stay up here with me. Okay. I never had put you on blast on. Oh, yeah. And Heidi's the one that I showed the tattoo last time on the neck. Remember? She's the one that has his name on the neck, and he was upset. And he wants her to get the portrait just to remind you guys, refresh if you didn't weren't here last time. So he wasn't happy with her having it on his neck on her neck. She actually got one of the people that really got a tattoo. It says Wade Wilson on the back of her neck. He wasn't happy with it because where it was at. Probably because it was covered, her hair covers it. He didn't say that, but he said where it was at. He didn't like where it was at. Disappointed. So he said she needs to get a portrait of him, maybe from in court when he was in court on her forearm. Okay. So this is what she says, responding, because this is the first time. Um, I think this is the first time. I think it's the first time her writing back since that, right? Because she talks about, I know she talks about the tattoo because she asks him about like how many other girls had got a tattoo for him. But anyway, so she says, um, I never had put you on blast on social media anyway. Those bitches did it for clout and attention, and I F with you because I just want to. And I mean, if you talk to them or not, that's your business. But I was just bummed you didn't want to talk to me anymore. So I had written the judge a letter asking for life in prison over death penalty, and the news effing published my letter in their article online, explaining how women are writing the judge, but used mine as an example and said my whole name and where I'm from, LMAO. I was like, wow, okay, haha. Anyway, I effing miss you, daddy. I need to hear your voice. And then there's a redaction, and then it says ASAP. They redacted it. I don't know what it says. Amanda says, back to you putting my name so we can have a video visit. How long does it take to get approved? So remember, he's waiting for her information so he could put like license information or something so he could put her on the visiting list. Jesse says, I'm effing geeking right now over the last design I made. Bah ha ha. Oh my God, I need to show you these. I think I'm just going to try to send them. And then Vivian says, when are you going to call? Amanda says, it's so slow tonight at work. I have two people here. I'd rather be home talking to you. What are you doing? Tomorrow, will you call me when you wake up, love? Vivian says something, and I didn't translate that. Anybody, there are some German people that were watching last time that could translate. Anybody could translate that? Well, actually, let me just, oh, I can't copy and paste that. I forgot because, yeah, the way they freaking saved it. Anybody? Well, I'm trying to put this. Hold on, hold on. Just type it real quick. All right, let's see. It means, what's going on here? Could you please call me? That's what that says. What's going on here? Can you please call me? I just translated. Okay. Um, Jesse says, hurry your cute ass up. I don't know why I read it like that. Candace says, I understand completely. Whenever you can, I'd love to chat if that's possible for you. To give a heads up, I'm a nurse and I do 12-hour shifts, so I'd hate to miss the call. I'm assuming you have my phone number. If not, I'll send it. Really hope everything goes well for you these coming days. I'll keep on praying. Many blessings. Many blessings. I know. I wish you'd come back. Ashley, where are you? Ashley never came. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. I want to tell you something. Okay. The sound's so still good though. Okay. So Jesse says, wait, who is that? The last one? Oh, Candace. Jesse says, my love, if you aren't going to call me back tonight, please let me know. And then Jesse says, not sure if you are talking to someone else on the phone, but I'm just going to say goodnight now because I don't think you're going to call me back. Good chance my account will be blocked in the morning. So if I don't respond to messages, that's why. I'm leaving at 5 a.m. to start my drive to Virginia, but call before court if you can. I love you. And then Amanda says, just saying goodnight, baby. I know you can't talk after 11. Dream of me. Scarlett. Got a new person, Scarlett. Says, hi, Wade. My name is Scarlett. I'm 30 and I live in Texas. I've been following your story for a while. I'm hoping to get to know you and learn who you actually are. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. You seem so intriguing. I can send you a picture if you'd like. She probably just forgot to translate it because I don't think she could write in English. I think she just translates everything, in my opinion. So she probably just forgot to translate that and just wrote it. That's my guess. Um, all right, so now we're July 19th. This is actually the date of his court hearing that you'll see he goes to. So the court hearing, which we're going to watch, is the one where they are asking to move the continue, it's called a continuance, to basically move the sentencing date up or out farther because they want to get some brain scans, some tests for like the traumatic brain injury, and they need some doctor assessments and stuff. So they're asking the judge to move it out. And then we all know he ends up moving it to August 27th, but it was what, July 23rd, I think, originally. Here's the hearing to ask it to move is this morning. And I'm debating when to play. I'll read some of these and then I'm going to play it shortly because so Vivian says, please call me as soon as you're awake. Jesse says, good morning, love. Just about fought some woman at the gas station. Camille says, hi, good morning. It's Camille. Would love to hear your voice and talk for a few minutes. Do you want to give me a call? Hope you have a nice day. Miss you a lot, Camille. Andrea, we know Andrea, if you're familiar with everybody, I'm sure you know who she is. She was the one that was pregnant that was talking with him. So she says, hope you have a good day, handsome. Jesse says, in case we don't talk this morning, just a few reminders. Ask Lee about the financial affidavit for Palm Beach County to start your case there. You need you need to sign the document. Ask Kevin to answer me about picking up your clothing. I've asked him several times and offered to pick it up, and he hasn't answered me. If you can wear civilian clothing at your sentencing, ask them to please notify me of where I can deliver it and what date it needs to be brought to them by. Love you so much. Yeah, they don't let him know. Vivian says, please call me, baby. Wade. So now we're at, so that was all like 7:04, 6:57 a.m., like early in the morning. So he responds at 7:20 a.m. to Vivian and he says, the phone's not working for me, baby. It keeps saying no calls are allowed at this time. But I'm up and got ready, baby. Can't wait to see you. I love you, my beautiful girl. Remember, she's supposed to go to that hearing because she's supposedly in town. Remember? Liar. I don't think she ever was in town. But she's supposedly in town and supposed to go to that. But I have a question. I have a little theory about her. whenever she's supposed to do something where it will basically, if she's lying, it'll expose her. She picks a fight with him. She gets in this fight. So she's supposed to be at court, okay? She promises. That's why she's going. I mean, she goes into, flies to Florida. She's supposed to be here for this hearing so Wade could see her, like at least look back, and she's there to support him. But now they're in this fight. You'll see, you saw like, oh, see now I'm trying to remember if I already read the part or if it's coming up, but where they're arguing and you're like, well, then don't come. Or if you're, I won't turn around and look for you. I don't know if that came yet because I've been reading them as I redact. But anyway, so it seems like she'll try to pick a fight with him. So then it looks like the reason she can't do certain things that would expose her, because her going to court, if she's catfishing him, that would expose her. If she's not in Florida, she can't go. It's like she picks a fight, so then she has a reason to not go. So right now he thinks the reason is, oh, she's mad at me and the fight happened, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's a theory I've been thinking about her. Anyway, because she's lying. She lies about a lot of things. Remember the money? She was supposed to send him $6 million. It was always an excuse. And then finally she admitted that she didn't have the 6 million, but she still said she had like 600,000 or something. And then she bought this house there and all this stuff. It was all a lie, in my opinion. Okay. All right. So Wade writes to Jesse. So you're here. Hey. Yay. Okay, so will you do me a favor? Will you let people periodically, you know how to do it, Mod. You know how to even mod for me for a while, so you understand. Can you just let people know that I'm offering for members? I already have Breezy's kiosk messages and pictures. I'm offering members a member perk where I'm gonna post in the community post uh the kiosk messages per individual. So they could read, like, like I have Breezy's up now, so they could read Breezy and Wade's interaction and they could just read it all, because it reads different when you just read each person. So just let people know periodically if they join, and it'll be under my community post. Um, and like I said, I already did Breezy's, and I did Breezy's kiosk pictures too, but I won't be able to do everybody's kiosk pictures because of the trouble it brings. But the kiosk messages. Maybe I'll post after the live. Maybe I'll post Vivian and Wade's. I don't have all theirs, but I'll post what I got of their conversation back and forth. Okay. Wade says, I'm awake, love, to Jesse. I'm awake, love. The damn phone hasn't been working. When I attempt a call, it says no calls are allowed at this time. I'm writing a request to services now, but may need you to call Jill again later. I'm writing your questions down now. I spoke to Lee. He said he does have the paper from WPB. He's supposed to bring it this morning. Text him and remind him. And then Wade to Andrea, he says, court at 9 or 10 this morning. I love you. Vivian says, nah, we need to talk. See, she's going to pretend because, wait, what was his last thing to her? The phone's not working for me. It keeps saying no calls. But I'm up and got ready, baby. Can't wait to see you. I love you, my beautiful girl. So he's expecting her to be in court. Now this bull crap. No, we need to talk. So all night, why are you mad at me? Why are you mad at me? At pretending there's an issue. And then when he didn't call 6 days, she was probably really mad, but she had to come up with some kind of fight. So then it's like, nope, I'm not gonna come. We need to talk first. If you can't call me, you're talking to these girls. And I think sometimes some of the stuff where she's saying these girls are contacting him, some of it's true because we know it's true. But some of it, I think, it's planned, made up to pick a fight so she doesn't have to come through with some of this stuff. So yeah, she can't come to court. So now she's pretty, nope, we need to talk. I'm not going to come to court. We need to talk. If you can't call me, nope, I'm not. Oh, anyway, sorry. Gets me worked up because I could see what she's doing. Jesse says, hope you slept well, baby. Just keep me posted on the phone. I'll be driving most of the day, so we'll have plenty of time to call. I'll send Leah a text here in a few minutes. I love you. Wade to Stephanie says, one of the hoods from Texas. I recognize the name. Wade to see, and that's why it helps to individualize, because now, like, okay, Wade to Stephanie, you probably forget what is he responding to? One of the hoods for Texas. But when I do some of the people individualized, you'll be just following their conversation, and you'll be able to have the PDF file so you can just click on it and read it yourself. So you'll be able to go and right above it, it'll show what Stephanie just said to Wade. You know what I'm saying? So you follow the conversations better that way. But there's benefits to both. So that's, I mean, there's still benefits from me reading it to you like this, but then you'll be able to read the individual ones yourself. Are you following me? Oh my God. Sometimes I can't explain what I'm trying to say. Um, all right. So Wade says, okay, cool, but the phone isn't effing working and I'm leaving for court soon, so I love you. Wade writes to Vivian because she's like, nope, we need to talk. She's supposed to be in court. So he's like, okay, but the phone isn't working. I'm leaving for court soon. I love you. He still thinks she's going to be in court. And Vivian says, then I'll write to you just a moment and never say you love me again. And Wade says, okay, I love you. Guess I won't see you at court then? I'm about to leave. And Wade says, okay, I'm about to go. Love you. See you or not today? And then Vivian says, I've now received so many screenshots of the calls you had last week with so many of the different girls. I got a screenshot of a message you sent a girl yesterday. Good morning, sexy ass. Really? So, maybe she did get that, but I don't believe she just got those. I believe she used that. She probably already knew about this and is using this at a planned moment to act like she just got him and she's all mad right now. So then she's not going to court. And then she'll calm down after court where she doesn't have to do anything for him to expose herself and then be like, I love you, baby. And they'll be like, oh, we're going to get married. I'm going to blah, blah, blah. But right now she has to be mad because I just got these. Liar. You did not just get those, okay? You did not just get those. That's a lie, in my opinion. You're just saying that so you have a reason not to go. I now just received so many screenshots of the calls you had last week. It was so many different girls. I got a screenshot of a message you sent to a girl yesterday. Good morning, sexy ass. Really? I can't take it anymore. I just wanted to be the only one for you, but I never will. I'll never be the woman you really love. She knows that that's what he's doing. He was doing it for like 6 months to her over and over. She knows he's talking to other girls, but most of the time you're okay. Oh, I love you. I love you. And then now, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm supposed to come to court and embarrass myself in front of everyone. So she said, and then I'm supposed to come to court, embarrass myself in front of everyone. Everyone knows that I'm just one of many. I've had enough now. You can't even deny it. You can't deny what you can see in the black and white. The phone calls. They can see your number, the date, how long you've been on the phone, everything. The worst thing is that I really loved you with all my heart. But that's it now. I can't bear to be one of many. Now there's no more back and forth. Yesterday you showed me that you're not serious. It was the first day after 6 days that we could hear each other again, and you barely got in touch. I bet I'll get screenshots of who you've been texting and talking to. I've given everything for you over the last few days. You tell every woman the same thing. Yeah. And later on tonight or the next day, Vivian, it's going to be the same thing. Nothing's changed. So you know he's doing that. And then, but now, after he gets out of court and you're not obligated to go to court, so you're good, you're going to go on to say how much you love him and you're going to believe his lies because you know what I'm saying? And then you're going to want to marry him. I have countless messages. Need that with you. I'll be in Stark, Florida. So around there, be like Gville, Jayville, and St. Augustine, which is real pretty. I was thinking something last night about you. When I get to prison, I can get married in there. So then oh, so he's saying this is what he's saying to other girls. I was thinking something last night about you. When I get to the prison, I can get married in there. So you know what that means, don't you? I'll be making you mine right then and there. I was just one of many, Wade. Nothing special. It's over now. No more back and forth. You lost me thanks to your countless lies. You don't need to call or text me ever again. You lost someone who really loved you, even if you don't care. Bye. Yeah, until later. And then you're going to marry him again. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, this stuff is just bullcrap. If you really felt this, you wouldn't go back to him. You know he's talking to other girls. You're still, for some reason, being with him. And you just have to act. Oh my God, I can't. She makes me so mad. And so does Wade. I mean, I can't stand Wade. I mean, oh, it's like I don't feel bad for Wade, but it's just like people like this. It's just like, why? Why are people like this? Wade says, stop effing around on social media. It's not that hard. I love you. I'm about to leave. If you come today, great. If not, well, then it's just me. And then he says, okay, Vivian, then it's over. Goodbye. You've done this to yourself. Stay off social media and let what happened in the past be the past. I didn't text no bitch saying that yesterday morning. But since you're going to do what you want, then do that. I'm going to court soon. And then he says, since I know you won't be there today this morning at court, I won't even be looking behind me to see nothing. Thanks for telling me now. Oh, my Lord. Ashley, did you hear what I said, though, about. Oh, you did. Oh, nice. Oh, you did. That's awesome. Okay, thanks for it. Oh, thanks. You rock. You rock. You rock. Thank you. Thank you. Um, and welcome back to Canton. Or no, you're not in Canton. Ohio, I should say. Uh, I do want to hear all about your trip. I want to hear more. Um, yeah, right. Okay, so Wade says to Jesse, okay, baby, maybe call GTL and ask if they're having an outing. I love you. Talk later, babe. And then Wade to Vivian, he says, so you can delete me now since you claim it's over with, all right? And I'm about to go to court any minute now. Thanks for letting me know I won't see you. And then he says, after everything, all this time to see you today and now, nothing? This is effing sad. But maybe you want us both to be effing sad, don't you? Then Vivian says, it's not the past. Do you think I'm stupid? Did you really think, oh, I can't write to any more women, then I'll just call them all. I thought you loved me. I thought you were serious about getting married, having kids, but you said it to everyone. F. Couldn't you have just been faithful to me? It could have been so good, but I can't trust you. I have to question every word you say. I wish you all the best. I love you forever. Goodbye. And then Jesse says, LOL, good call. There's a major IT outage. I guess affecting a lot of companies. Looks like GTL may be one of them. So I'll continue to monitor it. Love you lots and lots and lots. Talk to you after your hearing, baby. Good luck. Then Wade to Vivian. He says, Vivian, just get in the effing car and come to court. Jesus. I'm not going to read it. Wade to Vivian says, they are not coming to get me until 9:15. So he's still talking to Wade. So he's just, or Vivian. So he's basically saying, get in the car, come. They're not coming to get me till 9:15. I can't make a call because there is a major IT outage across the world affecting. That's what I'm saying. I like reading them all together to you guys. So you can see, like, he just got that information from Jesse. So now he's relaying it to, to Vivian. I don't know why. Sometimes it's funny hearing him like, and then when he would like brag about Bunny and stuff, and wait, there's something coming up where he lies. Where is it at, or was it in the first part where he pretends that something about Bunny? I swear. I hope it's coming up so I could point it out. I hope it didn't happen in the first part and I forgot to point it out, but it just had me laughing. Um, yeah. So anyway, so where is he at? It's outage. It's a major IT outage across the world affecting phone companies. I believe that is why. You need to stop. Today is our day. You're saying I can't text, and so I'm calling other women? Question mark. Effing negative. But you have proof, right? You are effing being silly as F right now. Which I mean, she is right. He is doing that, but I'm saying she's very calculated on how she uses that. She's using it to make herself be the victim, even though I mean, she's what she's doing to him, she's doing the same thing back to him, lying, making up stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but she's setting it up where she's using what he's doing against him in a way where it makes her look like she's the victim all the time when I don't know. And I mean, she is. I mean, he is. What he's doing is awful, but she's lying her head off to him too. Oh my God. Then Vivian says, "No, Wade, you brought this on yourself. Stop lying, and you can have me forever. Think it over and get back to me when you're ready. If you need all the girls, never contact me again." So here's the thing. So now that gives her an out. She doesn't need to be at court. So she's like, making it seem like, okay, think about it. We'll talk after court, right? Knowing you already know he's going to do the same thing over and over. So this isn't what this is about. You had to get out of court. So think about it, get back to me. So she knows Wade's gonna come back because that's what he does. He's gonna be with all these women. So then when he comes back after court, then she could be all lovey-dovey again. Because then she's got a while before she needs to do anything again that will expose her, right? Anyway, think it over and get back to me when you're ready. If you need all the girls, never contact me. And then Wade says, if you don't effing show up to see me today at effing court, then you never contact me again. And Vivian says, I have the proof, every screenshot. Oh, thanks, Batty Tara. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Batty Tara. Thank you. I have the proof, every screenshot. Uh, and then she says, wow, really? That's how much you love me? But that's what you're doing. Is this like somewhat gaslighting in a way too, right? That she's doing to him? I mean, they're both, but I guess it's funny. We can laugh because we don't need to feel bad for anybody. So this is it. That's why I keep laughing. Because normally it would be horrible when somebody's, getting treated that way. But since they're both doing, Wade says, send me the effing proof. And then he says, that's how much I love you, question mark. You're effing right, it is. Of course I need to see you today. What the F? And then Vivian says, I can't send you any screenshots. I've already tried. It says, sorry, we can't process this image. Please try again. Oh, thanks, Betty. Betty. Thank you. Vivian says, sorry, I'm keep stopping, but I want to drink this before it gets too late, if I don't drink it because it's getting late. Okay, I didn't need that other sip, sorry. Okay, so Vivian says, I want a man who only wants me. If you can't give me that, then take your 100 bitches and go. And then Young's back. Young says, hi, Wade, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm really worried about you. Please let me know that you're okay. I'm waiting for your response. Joe asked me if I could help him with money. I don't know. Joe. That's the guy that he's telling everybody, don't talk to him anymore. Don't send him money. He got moved. It's not, he doesn't have, I don't remember if he said, we'll see. I forget if he says he has doesn't have the same number or not, but he's just like, don't, he's like, change your number because he's going to give your number out. It's Joe. Anyway, so he's saying he asked him for money. I don't know, Wade. I love you. Please stay strong and write to me, please. I love you. Jesse says, oh my God, you sent me a letter? Question mark. You didn't mention that. LOL. I should be getting it today. Vivian says, I think that's it. No more answer? Question mark. Oh, she's saying, I think that's it? Question mark. No more answer? Question mark. Um, and then Wade to Young. Wade says, Young, do not send money to Joe. He's not my roommate. He was someone else in the place around where I lived. Um, but yesterday they had moved me elsewhere. Now I am around no one. Please do not send money. I would never have you do So to anyone other than myself, and have court this morning at 10. I love you. Of course you would. You want it all for you. So that's what it was. Like, so he's not his roommate, he's not around him anymore. Um, and it was just an extra person to be able to, like, I think when people couldn't get a hold of Wade, to kind of like a middleman. But yeah, now he's like, no, don't send money. I want it all. I want it all. He said, that's what his mentality is. So Wade to Jesse, baby, it's nothing, lol. Just a screaming for help in the past situation. Oh, so Jesse's like thinking, oh, you sent me a letter. I can't wait to see it. Thank you. You never told me about it. And he's like, baby, it's nothing. Just a screaming for help in the past situation. So he's saying it's just him, like writing about her trying to get help for him in a situation that he was in. I think with the phones and stuff were down. So Wade to Brooke says, hey, Brooke, all my things are good again now. Yesterday I was relocated, and so I am around no one. Please do not speak or add anyone other than me. Do not pick up the phone unless it states my name. I've got court this morning at 10 a.m. Wade to Vivian. 100 bitches? Question mark. Yeah, right. That's a real effing joke. You know that. I got court today and need my effing mind to be right. And then Jesse says, bah ha ha ha. I had a feeling it had to do with that once I saw the date it was sent. Yeah, but she had a hope for a minute that it was like more a lovey dovey one. He treats her like crap. Like she's so in love with him and he just treats her as an employee type. I mean, that's how he, like, of course, he plays the game by saying, I love you and pretending but you could tell it's just all like for the purpose of keeping her to get his stuff done. It's like, friend. They're on the friend level, I feel like. Like he's not attracted to her like that at all. You can just tell the way he talks, even on the phone. It's for one goal. Like this is to help get my stuff. You know what I'm saying? To get everything organized to help me in my whole situation. Um, so Wade to Vivian, I'll go accept 100 requests now. Wade's telling Vivian, I'll go accept 100 request right now since you keep effing talking shit. Oh my God. And then Vivian says, really? See, you don't give a F about me. How can you do this to me? And then Wade to Amanda. Yes, baddie, yep. And then he knows he has to keep her that dedicated. He has to pretend like I love you and do the sex talk and all that stuff. But it's all because he knows it's like a chore for him. You could tell. Anyway, Wade to Amanda, I love you, baby. Good morning. I've got court this morning at 10 a.m. That's what's going on. I had to clean myself up and cut my own hair last night again. LOL. Wade to Vivian, of course I effing care about you, but you're telling me I'm doing shit right now. And I'm not laughing about him doing that to you. I mean, it's messed up. Like, I almost feel bad. I mean, I know I'm gonna get crap for saying that, but I almost feel bad as far as Jesse. But then it's like the minute I start feeling bad, it's like, first of all, she made the choice to contact him. And second, the thing that keeps coming to my mind is how she was screwing everybody. So it's like I can't it's like I almost can't feel bad for her because the fact that she talked so much crap about people that were helping Wade from like the generosity, like from the kindness of their heart, donating because they believe for some reason in his innocence or believe they don't believe in the death penalty and they see like a young kid and they don't want him to be put to death. And so, like, for her to talk so much crap about people to him and like look at it like, oh, let's just get some money out of people, like that's where it's like I can't feel bad for her because of that. It's like, man, but otherwise if she wasn't like that I would kind of feel bad because she actually is good to Wade. And she was good to Wade, I should say. I don't know what they're like now. And he just was just she did was treated her like crap, in my opinion. But like I said, the way she talked about everybody else, it's just like, dang it. Um, yeah, I know, y'all. Yeah. Cantarella, thank you. Cantarella. I always love your name. Is that your last name? Well, you don't have to. But maybe you've told me that before, because I probably have said that before because I like that name or whatever. I don't know what it's about, the Cantarella. Huh. Okay, Vivian says, okay, then do that. Instead of being honest and saying, yes, I have called other women, I will change for you because I love you. You accept 100 requests to hurt me. That is all, but not love. So she's saying, like, yeah, okay, do that. Instead of being honest, saying, yes, I've called other women, I will change for you because I love you. No, you accept 100 requests to hurt me. That is all, but not love. Wade says, tell me the effing name you claim I texted yesterday. Good morning, sexy ass. So remember, she claimed that he texted somebody, good morning, sexy ass. But I don't think she said yesterday. She said she got the screenshots, I thought. And I think she said last week. Didn't she say last week? I just got screenshots of the people you texted last week. I have to go back, but I think it was just last week. Wade says to Vivian, I'm not effing adding 100. I don't care to do that. And Vivian says, I loved you with my damn whole heart. Get happy with the new 100 women or the 100 new women. Maybe there is one who is just like me. It does not show me your message. Staff review. And then Wade says, I'm not accepting 100. I'm trying to have my mind decent for court today, which has proven difficult now. And he says, I said, who is it? I said, who is it? I messaged good morning, sexy ass. And then Wade says to Jesse, since I had to give your number out to the other guy, I don't trust no one and he will be going back to prison. Can we have your 239 changed? And then Yong says, Wade, thank you. Can you let me know what is happening now? I feel a little bit nervous. The court date is near. Can you tell me a little bit? Can I still write to Mr. Lee Hollander? Did you tell him about me? I have a very important interview on the 23rd, so finally I can't come. I feel very sorry. I can come to the States on the 1st of August. I don't know if I can come to see you at that time. I love you, Wade. Please keep me updated. Someone tried to hurt you? Question mark. Why were you in court today? Please, I love you, Wade. And Vivian says, I'll leave you alone now. Think about whether you want to change for me. Then you can let me know. Again, I clearly have the evidence. Just own up to it and change. It's not difficult if you really love someone. And then Wade to Natasha says, I'm A1 back on. Can you change your number since I had to give it out? That's what I would want. I have court this morning at 10 a.m. Vivian says, a girl, but she posted anonymously. So, because he's asking, like, who sent it? She says a girl, but she posted anonymously. Jesse says, can we leave it for now? So she's responding about he asked her to change her number. She said, can we leave it for now? And if I start getting calls, I'll change it. I just changed it at work with everyone. Wade to Brooke. Wade says, I want for you to change your phone number today, Brooke. He's so paranoid. I think that it's not because he cares about them. He's worried about them, inmates contacting him. He's worried about inmates contacting them and then them developing some kind of relationship with somebody else and helping them with commissary and money. And then that will take from what he's getting from him. It's all about him. He wants all of that money. He wants it all. Amanda says, good morning, baby. Ugh, how long is court for today? What are they deciding? Wade to Yong. Wade says to Yong, so court today is at 10 a.m. The lawyers are going to present the motion today for a request to have a new hearing and also to request for two doctors to still see me. So if the judge says yes, then court on the 23rd will be postponed. Wade to Amanda, we'll watch the hearing when it actually really starts with the text messages. You see what I'm saying? And then Wade says to Amanda, and it's F, the phone isn't working. Guess they say there's a major IT outage that's affecting phone companies, but court's at 10 a.m. Maybe less than an hour, probably like 30 minutes. Two motions today. One, request for a new trial, request at new trial, and second is for request at two doctors to come army. And if judge says yes, the sentencing on 23rd will get postponed. Wait, well, who is he? Oh yeah, Young. Okay. And then he says, and I want for you to change your number. Is that possible? It's like, put everybody out. Everybody has to change their phone number for you. It's like ridiculous. It's not that easy because a lot of your phone numbers are connected to your family, um, different accounts, you know. Wade to Vivian says, I can tell you for a fact that I did not text anyone saying such a thing yesterday, which also means I did not text anyone 6 days prior either. But you have the facts in front of you, so you know better than me. Wade to Yong. Wade says, no one hurt me, Yong. I have been in a cell on my own for the past 4 years. No one can even touch me. Please delete Joe. No reason to have him. From now until I go to the prison, you and I should have full direct back and forth together. Need for no one else. I did tell Lee Hollander about you. He seems so busy, he is hard to keep up with things. Wade to Vivian. I'm going now. Thanks for showing up today. Vivian says, what about the women you called last week when you swore it was just me? I can tell you exactly when it was. Wait, July 9th, 11:17 a.m. and 8 a.m. July 8th, Robin. July 12th, Hannah. Amanda says, yeah, I just read something about some IT outage. I'm saying a prayer for you, baby. I love you. I know everything will work out fine in court. Asking my angels to be by your side. My mom flew in yesterday, so I might go get some breakfast with her when she wakes up. Not sure what plans she has. Vivian says, change yourself for me, then I'll do everything for you. And Yong says, thank you, Wade. I'm going to delete him. Sorry I added him because you didn't answer my emails anymore. I was wondering if you're going to ship your clothing to me or has it already been shipped? Thank you, Wade. I love you and I want to protect you. You are such a nice, gorgeous male. Dang it, I'm starting to get a headache again. Amanda says, what do you mean change my number? Can I have a reason, baby? And Wade's to Vivian says, both of those attempted calls were made on or before the 12th. I called Robin, deleted her. I attempted to call Hannah to say something about her posting part of my social online. I hung up to not I hung up to not give her the satisfaction of hearing me. Wade to Stephanie. What's up, Hood? How can I help you now? Vivian says, but you called her and told me you only talk to me on the phone and write to me. Don't you understand what I'm talking about? I effing love you. I gave up everything for you. I want to be the only one. If you don't do anything, no one can send me screenshots. So please just stop and just love me. Andrea says, not sure what your last message said, but it was rejected by jail staff for some reason, said duplicate, blah. Wade says, going today at 10 a.m. And Vivian says, and that you say, if I'm not in court today, I never needed to contact you again. That is not love. Wait, yeah, that's Vivian. You've effed up so much lately with all these messages and calls. You have received over 700 pictures since June 12th. You know where she's getting the numbers? It's the article. It was the article that came out, and then news channels were doing videos on it too. I even read the article. So she's not getting this from inside source. It was the article estimating, saying, oh, over 700 pictures and this many messages. You remember that? Anyway, you received over 700 pictures since June 12th, says the jail. So please show me fat. Show me first that you really love me before you just expect me to love you. I'm not going to make a clown of myself in front of the world. Everyone will laugh at me and say how stupid I am because they all know how you write with all those women. I need some water. Okay, so Wade says to Vivian, "Yeah, I understand what you're saying to me. I had two unresolved issues to attempt at talking on, so I reached out on or before the 12th. It doesn't matter. Look, I'm going to court soon enough. I'm not looking behind me and I don't care to. I'll message you later when I get back here. Maybe the phone will be working then." Vivian says, "I will love you forever, Wade." So, of course, she's going to start getting all sweet and be like, "Okay, okay," because she's already out, just wait till after court because she's no way, no, she's the pressure's off about going to court. Wade says, "You're right, and I know. I don't want you to be seen by the world in that way. I love you. I'll message you later when I get back." Oh, she got her way. Andrew says, "Going where?" Because remember, he said going at 10, and he didn't say where. Wade to Vivian says, "Talk later then." Wade to Andrea says, "TV." And he says, "Court." And Wade to Vivian says, "Don't come to court. I'm about to leave in 20 minutes. I won't be looking behind me for anything, knowing you won't be there. So don't change your mind because I won't see you if you do." And Wade to Amanda, "Only because I had given Buddy your number and I don't trust no one. Plus, he'll be going back to prison soon. And I don't need your number passed around." Wade to Vivian, Wade says, "You can delete me then, okay? Or maybe I should." And Vivian says, "I'll come on Tuesday if you're sure by then that I'm the only one for you. I'm thinking of you. Yes, write to me when you're back. Please just understand that I really love you. But I want people to take our relationship seriously and not just think, oh, another one of many. I want people to see that you love me. Write or call when you're back. I love you." Yeah, right. Well, his court does get pushed off, but she's saying Tuesday because it's originally it was supposed to be the 23rd, right? So I guarantee, since it did get pushed off, if it would have been that day, she would have probably picked a fight and said somebody called her or showed her some more stuff away. Because I mean, it's a good bet that he's going to be talking to other girls. And she would have picked a fight again or had some excuse. Okay. Yeah, she said, "I want people to see that you love me. Write or call when you're back. I love you." And then she says, "What?" with a question mark. And I think why she's saying it because it sounded like, think about it, it sounded like they're okay, it was gonna be okay. They're gonna try to work on it. And then he says, after they were done talking it out, kinda, he says, "You can delete me then, okay? Or maybe I should." So she was writing this before she read those two. Then she's like, "What?" I love it. And Wade says, "Do you know what my ex did to herself?" So this is about Breezy, and it is because he writes another thing, and this is because when I first read this, I was like, "Is this Breezy?" And then he says another thing. It was like, it is. So he says to Vivian, "Do you know what my ex did to herself? Do you know why I haven't been in a real relationship since?" And then there's redactions. It says, "Right before she did, she added me back, and I called her one last time. Next morning, I found out. That's when said I wouldn't again. Now here we are." Vivian said, "So someone else comes to court?" And Wade says, "If today works at court, then Tuesday won't happen because it gets moved back." So that's what he's saying. It's going to get moved back if it doesn't happen. And then he says, "I'm scarred." And I don't know if it's supposed to, I guess scarred. I mean, it says scarred. "I'm scarred and all I understand is death." Because he's talking about Breezy. Andrea says, "Four," talking about court. What? Vivian says, "I'm sorry, babe. Please don't delete me." Wade says to Andrea, "Two motions, one for retrial, second for asking to have new docs see me before sentencing. If that gets a yes today, then the 23rd gets postponed." Amanda says, "Okay, that's fine. Is it okay that I leave my number until Monday? Just because I do have a few phone calls I'm waiting on. Would that be all right?" These people are like trying to ask if she could keep her number. Hello, don't give them this power. What the heck? Vivian says, "Please, babe, I'm not going to hurt myself. Please don't make a mistake now." Alexandra says, "Babe, I just don't know if you're still getting my messages or not." or not in the mood to talk. I just want to make sure you're all right. Also, got some news for you. And Wade says to Vivian, "My ex did it to herself and overdosed. Night before I called her. And you know what she said? She told me that she knew then, when my case got bigger, that she knew women in the world would want me and she wouldn't have me to herself. That's the last thing I heard from her. Next morning, they found her body." And then there's some redaction. Says that's how it ended. I didn't want a relationship after that situation. And Andrea says, "Oh, great, good luck." So he was telling Vivian that. Says, "Oh," and Andrea says, "Oh, great, good luck." Wade to Alexandra says, "I'm going to court this morning at 10 a.m. So soon, love. Also, I couldn't talk for the past 6 days. No phone, no text. We'll tell you why later today. What's good news, babe? Question mark. And let me just tell you now, real quick. So when I seen that and I saw the date, because I wasn't sure, like, when they last talked. So we know that she died on February 11th, 2024. So if he's telling the truth, that means he talked to her February 10th, the night before she died, on the phone. So I tried to request the phone calls from what I put in is February 7th to February 28th, so I could get like the week leading up and the week after. Well, they don't have them. So I think what's going on is I think what they did, because remember, the reason these are public is because what they pulled for the case. So what's making sense to me, because I had tried to request kiosk messages for like, I think was it the beginning of 24, end of 23, they said they didn't have them, right? And I know I got the beginning of 29 when he first got arrested. I got like the first 6 months of kiosk messages, and we know phone calls from prison got those first month or so of phone calls, and then the rest of the phone calls they've been putting out has been like from like July 2024 to August 2024. So I'm thinking this whole time that they have all 5 years of phone calls. Considering that they quoted me $70,000, I figured it's got to be like 5 years worth of phone calls. Well, after seeing them not having February phone calls of 2024 and not having the kiosk messages around that period, I'm thinking that the how they pulled for the case is they pulled like right when he got arrested, because remember they arrested him for something else, for like burglary and stuff. So they wanted to see if he'd talk about like the murder, and they used those phone calls where he admitted the murder. They used that at the trial. So they pulled those for the case, and then they pulled all the stuff from right during the trial and a little bit after for the case. They didn't pull all those 5 years in between. It looks like it to me. Um, because he definitely called people in February, but they don't have those because they didn't pull them. So I correct. This whole time I was thinking they had phone calls from the whole 5 years, but it doesn't look like it. Looks like they just pulled certain times. Um, and that also makes sense. When I got all of Rosemary's calls, I felt like we didn't see how it ended, because we seen the kiosk messages, because I had the first like 6 months when he first got arrested, and we seen like him all of a sudden stop talking in the kiosk messages, right? But the phone calls didn't show like, oh, they were done. So I think it's because they pulled all the ones they had of Rosemary's, but since they didn't have like years in between 2024 and 2019, they didn't have some of those years, is why we didn't get all of them. So now it's making sense on certain things. So I'm pretty sure that's why, how it's working. So I'm kind of disappointed, because after I read these, I went and put in a request, because I was like, I want to hear those phone calls, and I want to see like, now that we know that he was probably aware of it, and I want to see if like any who called him, like did anybody call him right after that to tell him how did he react and all that stuff. And yeah, she said we don't have those. So just wanted to let you guys know I tried. Okay, so uh Mamma Mia. Okay, so Wade says So Alexandra, I'm going to court this morning, 10 a.m. So soon, love. I couldn't talk. Also, I couldn't talk for the past 6 days. No phone or text. We'll tell you why later. What's good? What's good news, babe? And then Wade says, I effing love you too, a hole. Oh, that was to Alexandra. Sorry. So the one about this is Alexandra. And then to Andrew, he says, I effing love you too, a hole. And then to Jesse, he says, maybe talk more later. I got your picture. We need to run this shit now. Her, hers, my dad's number. Oh, sorry. Here's my dad's number. Go ahead and text. Tell him I wrote him a message about doing some promo printing for me. Explain yourself, what we want to do, and send him pics. Vivian says, I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah, of course. Now she's like thinking, oh, shoot, is he going to stop talking to me? Uh-oh, I'm so sorry. Alexandra says, apparently Kelly said she's being interviewed by Netflix, but also she spoke a lot of bad things about you. I heard that you've been restricted. Do you need anything? Give me a call when you can, love. Vivian says, do you know how hard it is to know that 200 to 300 women a day want to get close to you? And you make it easy for them. You make them feel good. I want to be the only one for you. I love you, Wade Wilson. Alexandra says, why are you going to court? Any good news from your side? Heard many letters went to the judge. And then Wade says back to Alexandra, are you sure Kelly, like the ex, not Kelly who is kid or something of the victim? Or is the kid or something of the victim? Find out, but F it. I deleted Bunny and she sent an email though to one of my people and said she heard back from Netflix and them and that they want to do this. But without me, they aren't doing but without me they aren't doing shit. So F them. Maybe I don't do it because I'm not giving Kelly from Florida the ex any screen time. Let me take a sip. I'm trying to remember because I have him in Bunny's kiosk messages from, I mean, I read them last year when I got them. I'm trying to remember when the date, if it was after this time period or before. Can't remember the date. I'll have to look. And like I said, I have their phone calls too if you want to check it out, Bunny and Wade's. Uh, but the reason I ask is because by the time the phone calls take place, he's aware that they don't want to do it. He's not going to get paid and they're not going to really do it. Well, I guess she says she'll call him back, but she's like, I don't think they're going to. I mean, so my whole point is I wonder if he's saying this. Is this after he knows and is he lying about like, oh, well, no, they want to do this with me. So without me, they aren't doing shit and they don't really want to do with them. I don't know. I have to get my timeline down for her. I forget. Um, anyway, she says, so F them, maybe I don't do it because I'm not giving Kelly from Florida the X any screen time. Vivian says, can't you please just shit on all the women, please? Let me be the only one you love. I can't take it anymore. Andrea says, LOL, I love you so much. Alexandra says, it's Kelly the ex. Yeah, she appeared in a live saying this and other things about you. I guess she will be on the Netflix docuseries. Oh my god, so what did Bunny say exactly? Can't wait for you to call me. I'm going to put some funds on your account. Kiss. Wade to Andrea says, dude, how about Bunny trying to get at me because Netflix said yes on going forward? I'm ignoring. Yeah, this right here, that's a lie. I don't believe that Bunny was trying to get with him because Netflix said yes on going forward. I'm ignoring. First of all, he would not be ignoring Bunny because remember when Bunny contacted him, he was telling everybody because we were reading the messages. I have to go find them. If you go back through my playlist, I had read all the ones. I have all the ones from June to August, and we were cracking up because as soon as he found out, do you know who wants to do an interview with me? Bunny wants to interview me. And then he'd write the next person, Bunny wants to interview me. Bunny wants to interview me. Bunny wants to interview me. And then when he finally talks to Bunny, on the phone, if you heard the phone, oh, well, do you know who I am? I don't care. Like, acting like she's nobody. I don't know. It's just funny. So now he's saying that Bunny's trying to get at me because Netflix said yes on going forward. I'm ignoring. No, too bad. They didn't want you, Wade. You wanted all this money and they weren't going to pay you crap. Um, well, I'm just looking at your chat for one thing. Okay. Vivian says, "Please say something. It's over now?" Question mark. Are you going to delete me? Question mark. Oh, she's getting a little worried. Like, oh shoot. Wade to Jesse says, "Design something like this is what he wants. This is what his idea is for his merch. Wade makes me wet. Something for the women that sell hard." God, would you guys get a shirt that says that? Wade makes me wet. Oh my God. Be a little bit more creative. Gosh. And then Wade to Vivian. Wade says, "No, it's far from over. Relax. I'm going to court in like 10 minutes. We are good." Wade to Jesse. Kelly the ex went live again and says she's doing a part of the series for Netflix. So now he's hearing it from Jesse too. So somebody, I think it was Alexandra, said it. Now Jesse's telling him. Kelly went live saying she's doing a part for the net series for Netflix. And she's saying other continued things like lies. Dude, I need a effing defamation lawyer. Jesus. Andrea says, "Why ignore something like that? That would be big for you, don't you think? Let me know how court goes. I've been off on maternity leave all week waiting for this baby, but she's stubborn as hell and won't come out." Talking about her baby. So my induction is Monday if I don't go into labor this weekend. So she's saying about why ignore something like that about Bunny because I'm saying she's ignoring. But wait, hold on. 145. Hold on, let me see something. I just want to remind myself. Hold on, guys. Don't. I just got to see something. So I got to remind myself who he was talking to. So he was talking to Andrew when he said he's ignoring Bunny about Netflix, which is a lie. But oh, that was Alexandra that was talking about the ex. Okay. I drank that water fast. Okay, where am I at? Yeah, because he wouldn't ignore anything like that. He's full of it. He thinks he's all about doing that with her. Vivian says, "Can we talk when you're back?" Wade to Alexandra says, "Bunny had said that the producer who does the Kardashians TV." Yeah, this is Wade. So this is Wade saying it. I had to make sure I was reading that right. Okay, sorry. So Wade to Alexander says, "Bunny had said that the producer who does the Kardashians TV show hit her back, and he said that Netflix got back to him and that they said yes, they want to do a movie or like docu-series. She said then have Wade call me, but I haven't." So I guess that is true. So originally that's what was said, and then he calls her, and it ends up being like he's asking for money, and then they change their mind, and then she says I think she has another connection she's going to try to do, but she even tells him straight up they're not going to pay you any money though. I mean, that's a no. So wasn't he? Remember, he was it's just so funny. So in kiosk messages, when this is all like they're talking about it, like I said, I can't remember if it's before or after this, when he's like, "Should I ask for like 50,000? Oh no, 75,000." Like he's thinking they're gonna pay him so much. It's really funny. So Jesse says she won't give up. Ugh, I'll look into some more tonight and see if I can find someone who is willing to take on the case. Do you like the designs I said for now? Any you don't like? I don't want to make one that says Wade makes me wet, but I'll deal with it. LOL. I'm still on the way to Virginia, but once I get there, I'll text your dad. Love you. Um, Wade to Andrea. Of course she's effing stubborn. I know exactly where she gets it from. Talking about uh Andrea's baby pregnant because she's like she won't come out. She's stubborn, and he says, "Of course she's stubborn. I know where she gets it from." Wade to Vivian says, "I hope the phone works, and I will tr- talk to you." It is that what TTY right? Talk to you. Try to. I don't know. But yes, of course. It's probably supposed to be try. So he says, I hope the phone works and I will try it. But yes, of course. Then Wade to his dad, his adopted dad, he says, my girl Jessie's number will be texting you soonish today. I had her do designs for me. I'm wanting to do some shirts, cups, I don't know. Going to take advantage of what's going on with me and make money from merchandise. If you don't mind helping out, Dad, I could use it. Just text back with her. She's great, very intelligent. I'm going somewhere soon, but we'll get back later and maybe try calling you. So, first of all, I mean, that's kind of nice. He actually gave her a compliment because normally he is not very nice about her, but he does always talk nice about her to talk nice about Jesse to his parents. Because remember when he talked, first time he actually talks to his mom in a while. I think first time that he talks to her after the trial, I think it is. And it's been, I think it was like 6 months, a long time. Remember, he tells her about his girlfriend Jessie, and he says all these, oh, you're gonna love her, and says all these nice things. So he does talk nice about her, but he treats her, yeah. It's all about a business with her. He doesn't really like her like she likes him. Um, anyway, but another thing I found kind of weird, I have to do something. Wait, where is he? I'm going somewhere soon. Like he's going to court. Like why wouldn't he tell his dad, "Hey, I have court. I'll be going to court." Instead, I'm going somewhere soon, but we'll get back later. What? You're in jail. Where are you going? It's not like you're going to go to the store or, oh, hey, I got to go run to the store. I'm going to a friend's house. Where are you going when you're in jail? Obviously, you're either going to court or lunch or, you know what I'm saying? So I just don't understand why he wouldn't say he's going to court. Vivian says, okay, let me know when you're back. I'm not giving up on us that easily. Please show them. Please show that I'm the only one you want. I'm begging you. I love you, Wade. Then Wade says to Vivian, I love you too. Talk later, babe. I'm gone for now, about to leave out. Jesse says, if you do the Netflix with Bunny, you should have the stipulation that she is not allowed on it. F her. Talking about Kelly. And then Wade to Jesse says, okay, love, well, I'm about to leave out. Talk later. Call GTL. Also find out what they say. I texted dad now again and let him know to expect you. And then he says, exactly effing right. I agree. Talking about not letting Kelly on it. That should be a stipulation, is what he's talking to Jesse about. Or Jesse says that, and he says he agrees. And then Jesse says, okay, babes, love you. I can't wait to see your handsome face on TV. And Alexandra says, why you don't want to do it? Talking about the Netflix, I think, because he's acting like he doesn't want to do it. Of course he wants to do it. Wade says, because number one, F Kelly. If I consider it, I will make sure she isn't a part of shit. LOL. So isn't that funny? Jesse tells him, make that a stipulation. And then now he relays it. Just like when Jesse says, there's a IT outage. She says right away to the next person, oh, there's an IT outage. Now just says, make that a stipulation. He says, I will make sure she isn't a part of it. He can't come up with his own ideas. Jesse's his brain too, his idea maker. Anyway, Andrea says, haha, I'm not stubborn, Dick. Sometimes, maybe. And then Wade to Alexandra says, I'm leaving, babes. We talk later. And Wade to Andrea says, nah, kidding. Besides, you know how to listen to me. Love you. Leaving out. Talk later. That's to Andrea. And then Alexandra says, yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't know. What do you care about her anyway? She will not be main character. Kiss, let me know how did it to in court? So how did you do in court? Um, and Andrea says, yes to you, only you. Unfortunately, LOL. Wait, what was? Hold on. Oh. Okay. And then Andrea says, I love you too. Good luck, Mr. Wilson. Question mark? I don't know. Oh my question mark. Tracy says, good morning. I know there's a delay in receiving the messages since the facility has to review them. So I'm writing this Friday morning at 9:06 a.m. Wishing you a strong day, mind, body, and spirit. Looking forward to talking to you soon. You're in my thoughts. Vivian says, I love you forever for the rest of my life. I promise. Please let's find a solution. I just want you. I want all of the other women not to be able to have you because you only want me. Wade says, court should be on the TV. You let me know, babe, later what you think. We will talk, though. Promise. You are my baby. And then Alexander says, okay, I'll watch it. Keep up the same attitude. Love. And then Wade says to Alexandra, well, I'm on my way. Well, no, sorry. Well, I am anyway. Wait. While I am away, oh my God, I can't read. She says, while I'm away, more pictures from you. Very sexy. And Alexandra says, the things I'd let myself, and then they redacted something. And then Wade says something that they redacted. And then he says another thing that they redacted. That's them redacting. So I have no idea what they're redacting. And then Alexandra says, you will. Yeah, everything I want you to be in control. Yeah, everything. I want you to be in control. And Wade says, that's easy for me. I'm a master of being in control. That's who I am. But once you say this, you are under my power and I will do what I please with you. And then redaction. And then Wade says to her redaction, and it says, go take a bunch of pics for me today, and more redaction. And she says, oh, yes. And then he says, redaction, and says, let's talk later, babe. I'm leaving now. And Yang says, wait, I really care about you. I want to get some of your clothing. If you could make this happen. Thank you, Wade. I love you. I want to be with you in this fight, Yang. Jesse says, call GTL and they're out due to this major IT outage going on. They aren't sure what time they'll be back up, but expecting to be back up today. I'm wondering when I should play court. So hold on, let's see. And then she says, I'm so annoyed they don't have you on. I'm assuming they will show coverage later. Amanda says, let me know how court went. I just got my mom and we are going to get some food. Love you, baby. I'll play it in a minute. Okay, so now we're past it. All right, so okay, so now let's play the court. So now he's going to court and we'll play the actual court that he's going to. Let me put on my earphones here. Let me put this down. In case if I don't know if Zeke's even gonna come. I wish I knew because I don't know if he's in bed with my mom or not. All right, put this over here. All right. I'll be in chat. I'll get to be in chat and chatty chat with you. Yeah, I feel like I just breezed over what he said about Breezy. I didn't even comment on it. I meant to comment on it. Real quick. So, what did you guys think about that? So, that part where he said he's scarred and all he thinks about is death, that was in reference to what happened to Breezy. At least he's saying that. So he's acting like that he hadn't been in a relationship after that and he was having trouble because of that. And that the last thing she said, but I mean, she was right because when she said that, that was right before he really blew up. I mean, he really blew up after the trial, but she had a feeling like all these women, he was going to be big after the trial and she would have to share him basically. And that happened. Um, and the first message that he writes about her, he makes it seem like, almost like I don't know if he's trying to make it seem like she did it purposely. At first, I was like, is he thinking she like unalived herself? But then when he said that second thing about OD, and I was like, no, okay. Like I think he just means she did it to herself, like because she took the drugs or whatever. Um, but I don't know. But I guess a part of it still makes it seem like maybe she was kind of like purposely. I don't. What did you guys think about what he said about Breezy? And the fact, like I said, that he talked to her the night before, I thought that was interesting. And I did want to bring up, I can't believe I never like thought about this as far as remember I kept like we talk about Breeze and I was like, was he talking to her up until she died? Which this confirms he was. But if I would have just did the timeline in my head, it clearly shows. So before I play the here, I want to show you. It clearly shows hold on, let me share my screen. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me share my 1 second. And he might talk about her more. Like I said, I haven't read all of them. I only read up to page 170 because that's all I redacted so far. All right, hold on. Okay, so I just want to just talk about Breezy just a little bit here. I just want to show you. Um, so I don't know why I wasn't thinking like this, but the time frame, she died February 11th, 2024, and a lot of her posts about Wade, let me show you, were like this card, for instance, Christmas card that he got her. That was that Christmas. That was December 2023. So she died like no, not even 2 months. A month and not even a month and a half, a month and a couple weeks after that. And they were still talking. I mean, and now we know for sure he said he talked to her the day before, but I'm saying like I had all this and I went through it, but I don't know why I wasn't like putting it on like a timeline to see like, wait a minute, that was the December before she died. I mean, and look, he's saying like he sent her a card. It says, enjoy your enjoy your gift. Merry Christmas. I love you for forever, like forever. Wade from Wade Wilson. Hold on. And then they say he put his last name on as yours too. Y'all are so cute. And she says, that's my love. And Aaron says, I wish I had a female. Okay, well, I want to just read the ones where she's saying. And then December 17th, she says, Wade called me a fictosexual. And I'm like, WTF is that? And I looked it up. I sure am. I didn't even know what that word was. And then she says, this person says, I be seeing you post about this guy. I'm done with you. And Breezy says, bro, I don't know what it is, but I'm so obsessed with him. And Callie says, well, I love that for you. And she says, the support. And then she says, they're talking about the fictosexual. She's like, I was like, how the F do you even know that? I've never heard of it. All right, hold on. Oh, that's her mugshot because she's got a little record too. But um, hold on. I wanted to show you. Is it this one? And another one. So he sent her another gift because he sent her flowers and this. Hold on. So she said, and another one, loving you, my 4L. And he writes, enjoy your gift. Merry Christmas. I love you forever. Wade, uh, Wade from Wade Wilson. I'm trying to find the one where it says, hold on, what he got her. Where is it? I was just reading it earlier. Oh, I know where it's at. Hold on. It's over here. Okay. So he sends her this birthday card. Hope your day is special. Have a happy one. November 11th. So that was only 3 months before she died. She says, visit with my husband, Wade Wilson. Oh, that's what I have. Hold on. I put them all in order. Okay, here we go. So she says, so this is December 27th. Like I said, this was a month and less than a month and a couple weeks before she died. She says, trying to control me and tell me what to do from jail. This is wild. And this is, she's a little upset with him, but I will hang up and not answer shit, my guy. I'm going to do what I want regardless. At least I still put minutes and send you a care pack every week and visit your ass. Let me hoe in peace. But most of them are good. So this one says, she says, that part I do the most for his ungrateful ass. She said, on a real note, that's doing a lot for him. That shit adds up. She's like, I do a lot for him. Um, then she says, shit annoying. Hold on. And then number two, she says, on December 17th, 2023. Oh, I already read that. Sorry. And then number three, hold on, I have these all in order. So this is that Christmas gift, and then somebody says, "What did he send you?" And she says, this person says, "What did he send you? His big ass jail undies?" And she says, "No, he sent me something else. He couldn't send nothing like that, even if I did want them." And they say, "Well, what did he send you?" And she says, "Someone doing an order for flowers yesterday. And then I was talking about essential oils last week. So he got me those too." So he sent her flowers and oils. And they say, "Oh, that's sweet." And she says, "Yeah, I don't know who he had out here running his little errands, but whatever. I'm happy because man in jail making things happen for me shows a lot." Which maybe he really did like her a lot. Because I mean, he's sending her stuff. He sent her stuff for her birthday. He sent her stuff for Christmas. Like, I know he is having somebody else do it. He probably had her dad buy it and stuff, but that would, I mean, if you think about it though, that would be money he would ask for, money to come in for him that he would just, hey, do that. Will you buy her this? Will you buy my girl some stuff or something? I'm guessing either his dad or his mom or um that Todd guy. I don't know. I'm trying to think who he has on the outside that would do something like that. So I don't know. Maybe he really did, in any way that he can. I know he's not the type that really I feel like that could love somebody, like really love somebody unselfishly, but because he's just all about himself. But as much as he could, I guess it seems like, I don't know. Okay, so I guess I already read these. See, I wish I would have remembered I had these in order because when I was reading them before that, I was trying to put them in order, but I forgot I put them in order in a folder. And then she has this where she's sitting in a car. This is October. So this is still isn't that many months before she died. She says, how I be on the phone caking with my two-time alleged killer jail boyfriend in the back seat of my bestie's car. And she says, not you, dusty bitches trying to add my man on jail mail. Worry about that bastard baby you just had and you had find you some safe to do. Wade, call me. Oh, I already read that. She says, me, babe, isn't it a duvet cover something you put on a you something you put a blanket in? Wade, I don't effing know. Do I look French? LMAO. What? Okay, so hold on. And here's hold on. Visit with my husband. I already read that. There's just a few more I know. Oh, August 31st. Me and this man been locked in since the first link. I'm not worried about none of y'all. And then remember, she got a tattoo on her chest that says Wade Wilson. Here, look. So she got a tattoo. Wade Stephen Wilson, 2019, which is interesting because February 2024, she's still with him. And I know it's probably on and off. They probably, saw other people. Well, you know how Wade is. He's lying. He's with whoever else too. But I mean, still, like she was still talking to him for that long, even though if they took breaks. I mean, it's still like 5 years. Wow. Huh. So I do. I think that in the little way that he loves people, even though it's very selfish, that I'm trying to think of a right way to explain it in the limited way that he is, because I feel like he is such a selfish person. But you know what I'm saying? I can't put it into words. Hopefully you're following me. Um, and then husband, she has a picture with the uh jail visit. That's November 12th, 2023. And then here's that birthday card that he wrote to her. January 27th. I'm pretty sure this is 2024. I think. So I'm pretty sure, because when it came up January and there wasn't a year because it was that year. So I'm pretty sure. Oh, I should go back to her account. I think it's that 2024. I think this would have been a couple weeks before she died. Let me double check. Hold on a second. Because this was just in my file, but I could go to her Facebook. She has like 5 different accounts though. She does. I remember looking her up and I'm like, oh, here's another one. Wait, here's another one. Oh, Lordy. All right, hold on. All right. I think it's gonna be this one. Just give me 1 minute. January. Wow. Hold on. Almost there. Yep. Okay. So it is. It's a couple weeks before. It's January 2024. This is actually her Facebook. So it's a couple weeks before she dies. He sends her this happy birthday card. So I mean they were still um says why I love him. Thanks, Effer. And it says Wade S. Wilson, happy birthday, bitch. Hope you liked the flowers. Never really thought you would have stuck around for as long as you did. 3 months. That was big coming from you. Which I don't know why you said 3 months, because they were talking in 2019, the end of 2019, maybe beginning of 2020, because the phone calls when he was still talking to Kristen, and he tells her about Breezy. Well, I have the kiosk messages, remember, from 2019. Um, and then she says, "Oh, I know her. She kind of knew her, remember?" Anyway, he says, "Stay scheming. You will always." Let me bring up my file so I have it turned the right way and I could read it better. And I can zoom in. Um, okay. You will always be mine, and for real though, no matter what, do what make you happy. All of my love, Wade. P.S. You, you're white. I don't know. Hold on. You're white. It says you're white something. Stay scheming. Okay. And the card said, wishing your birthday happiness, sending warm thoughts your way, and truly memorable birthday. And then to hope The come will bring before come something the come I don't know. Will bring before it's through the finest things in life a year can bring to you, wishing you wonderful. All right, so let me go back actually to the Facebook. So that was January 27th, 2024. Okay. And then, so let's go back up the last like couple weeks. Okay, so because I do want to play that video, so I don't want to spend hours doing this. When your man notices you, I love them. Is that Harry Potter? When two people on COD are arguing and one of them say, "You sound like you have fat knees," LMAFAO. Bro, I'm gonna start using that. Um, I'm trying to see if anything relevant to Wade. Wonderful feeling. I love men whose ex couldn't cook, so soon as I feed them, they think I'm the one. She just reposts that. I swear that's not available. Calling yourself Barbie when you look like Ken. Okay, wait, hold on. Sorry, guys. I just wanted to see if I wasn't even planning on getting on her. I just wanted to see the date now that I'm on one of her accounts. I just wanted to look. February 10th. That's kind of, that kind of gives me chills. She died February 11th. Look what she posted February 10th. I have washed my hands with everyone. Don't call me. Don't text me. Don't miss me. Don't beg for me back. I'm uninterested. Wow. That almost makes you think of what if she had some kind of intention, not necessarily on a trying to unalive herself necessarily, but one of those like in a stage of her life where she don't give a crap, so she's just not caring. So she's willing to just like numb herself more and just be like, I don't care. I need to numb myself. I need to just don't care, so then you use more. You know what I'm saying? You want to get higher and higher. So that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying that. So I wonder if it was something like that. She was just very depressed and she just used a lot because she just didn't care. I mean, or did she do it on purpose? I don't know. It's sad because she was so young. Very, and I think she's really pretty girl. But I mean, I know looks aren't everything, so I don't. But I'm just saying she maybe I don't know. It's sad because she had kids and everything. Um, okay. So let's move on. Here's like her obituary. Born January 27th, 1993, left the world February 11th, 24. Um, the heart vast, the sky and spirit as untamed as the wind. Breezy was a beautiful wild soul who touched the lives of all who knew her. Legacy is one of unwavering generosity, boundless love, extending effortlessly your children, friends, and family. She was nurturer, fiercely devoted. For some reason, I cannot have to look it again. I was trying to find her actual obituary because I remember bringing it up last year or 2 years ago, when we talked about it, when I was covering Wade, uh and I brought up the page, but I tried to look for it again, and I remember like a few months ago when I talked about her before, I tried to look for I could not find it. So I don't know. But so I was able to find a screenshot of somebody that put it in their video. But yeah, here's a few pictures of her, and I'm getting the court hearing. but that's who Wade was talking about. They left him scarred and always thinking about death, and that and is why he didn't get into a relationship, he claims, in a while because of it, and that um about, him talking to her the night before she died, and her last words to him, I guess, really about. You would think though, if it bothered them that much, her last words talking about how, he's gonna have all these women, and then she's gonna have to share him, and she doesn't like that or whatever. I have to go back for the exact quote, but the fact that, and then she died, you would think he would want to change himself, and then if he finds somebody he loves, to dedicate that and don't be that person. That's what I'm saying. He's selfish. He don't give a crap. He's doing it anyway to these women. So it didn't affect him that much. Didn't want to make him change because you didn't. These people. Anyway, all right, here we go. Court hearing. Here we go. This is the one he was going to, and we were talking about in the kiosk messages where he's telling everybody he has the court. So here we go. You guys ready?
This is his last hurrah before he disappears.
All right, let the record reflect State's President, Defense Counsel, and Defendant Oral President. You can be seated.
Thank you.
All right, so I have reviewed the court file and listened to the arguments regarding the.
Let's see. Remember, he told her, "I'm not going to look behind me." Let's see if he looks behind. Did he? I want to watch him come in. Did he look at the audience at all? Which is stupid. He could turn around just because she's not going to be in there. But hold on, I want to see again if he looked.
This is his last hurrah before he disappears.
All right, let the record reflect State's President, Defense Counsel, and Defendant Oral President. You can be seated.
Thank you.
He's looking to the side.
All right, so I have reviewed the court file and listened to the arguments regarding the motion to continue. As I said before, on the motion for new trial and judgment of acquittal, I've reserved ruling on that. The motion to continue, I believe I need more information. So what I'd like to do now is get those doctors on the phone so I can talk to them about their availability.
I don't have their phone numbers with me.
All right, well, I can look them up.
You have, no, Perez. Oh, yeah. It's Mark Rubino, Judge.
Is he in Naples?
Yes, sir.
Judge,
Says
I have
he's
his
a
phone number.
neurologist.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Judge, I have Dr. Rubino's phone number if you'd like it.
Yes.
239.
Well, no, here, you can write it down.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
There we go.
Text effort, text.
And then Dr. Brannon's. Right, those are the two doctors that you're.
That's it.
Okay.
Here. Look up. Okay. That's Michael Brandon.
Okay.
I'm trying to find it, Judge.
Here's Dr. Mark Rubino's your honor.
Thank you. Hi, this is Judge Nick Thompson. I was calling for Dr. Rubino.
He is back with a patient right now. Is it urgent?
Fairly, yes. How long before you think he might be done with the patient?
It's going to be a minute. So can I put you on hold real quick? I'm just going to have him get out of the exam room.
That's fine, and we're on speakerphone here in court.
Hold on one moment.
All right.
Here's Dr. Michael. Murphy's number.
Oh, you got Fort Lauderdale? Yeah. No, I was going to call her to get the phone numbers.
Hello, this is Dr. Rubino.
Dr. Rubino, this is Judge Nick Thompson. We're here in open court. I've got you on speakerphone, and this is regards to the Wade Wilson case. His attorneys are here. He's present, and the state attorney's office is present.
Right.
And I was calling to find out, it appears, are you not available to testify for the Spencer hearing on Tuesday of next week?
No, I'm going to be in Miami for another case.
Which case is that?
It's, let me see, let me look it up real quick here. Last name is Sierra. Alberto Sierra.
Okay, and is that a case number? Or how do you spell Sierra?
Sierra.
Okay.
Case number is F1228840. It's actually a jail visit. I'm scheduled to go see him in jail.
So you're not testifying in court.
No, I'm not testifying now.
Okay. So could that be rescheduled so you could be here Tuesday?
It's very difficult to get things scheduled. Changes with my schedule. And I just got a bunch of information on this guy, and I'm not really prepared to testify yet, so
Well,
I just got everything.
when did you get everything?
2 days ago.
So you were appointed back in April. You haven't done
Yes,
anything?
but I never got anything until 2 days ago.
Who did you get that from? The attorneys?
Really.
Okay.
Oh, Ms. Perez sent it. I didn't send anything to any of the doctors.
Oh. Was it from Ms. Perez or Mr. Shirley?
Oh, Wendy Perez. Yes, Wendy Perez.
Okay.
That's from that team. I don't know.
All right. In regards to preparing for your testimony, what is it that you have to do? Like, in other words, in terms of,
Well, typically I would need to, one, review records and actually schedule time to see him, order testing for imaging, because he reportedly has some head injuries that I need to further evaluate, and that's going to take some time, because
and no one's asked you to prepare these things since April?
I need something to base it on. I need a diagnosis code. I didn't know he had head injuries till Tuesday, since I talked to Mr. Shirley on Tuesday.
Okay. And you didn't, so you weren't getting information during the trial, during the guilt phase or the penalty phase or anything?
No, I was not.
Okay.
No, they were actually waiting on another doctor to generate a report,
Okay.
but that never happened.
Okay. How long, what time frame would it take for you to do the work that you, apparently, I've looked in the court file, it looks like you've been authorized to be paid for these services. How long will it take you to complete the work that you've been paid for?
I haven't been paid yet, so no. I mean, I usually
Okay.
I don't bill until I do the work. It's just out there until I do the work.
Okay. How long will it take you to do the work?
The opportunity to do that, and I can. It's easy to me in Lee County, so I can do that on a pretty short time frame
How short?
because it's not a long distance. I would say 1 month at least. Well, actually, probably more than a month because it depends on the getting approval for the imaging. Once I order the imaging, that has to be approved, that has to be scheduled and done. Then I have to look at it, but the most amount of time is between me writing the orders and the imaging getting done.
And the imaging, I know the attorney mentioned an MRI. Is that what you're talking about, an MRI?
Typically with brain injury cases, I end up doing an MRI and a CT PET.
Okay.
Those are different
And
tests.
and can those be done with mobile MRI?
Typically, no, because the MRI needs to be at 3 Tesla.
And
But
they don't
there's
have mobile for that?
tests all through Lee and Collier counties. Some in Naples, I know.
You said it has to be a Tesla MRI?
Well, no. Tesla does not make MRIs. 3 Tesla is Tesla. Before Tesla started using it, is a term for magnetism,
Oh,
magnet strength.
okay. And you say there's not a mobile one in Southwest Florida, you think, that would be able to do that?
I don't think it's a mobile because those are very powerful and they'd be shielded, have better shielding because they're very powerful magnets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not aware of any mobile units. Usually the mobile units are high field or low open eyes, and they're meant for they came into existence more for personal injury cases.
Okay. All right, any questions from the state or defense? For the
No,
doctor?
Your Honor.
All right, thank you, doctor. We'll get back with you.
Welcome.
Judge, I apologize. I thought he had the documents well in advance because he's the one who mentioned CT scans to me in our telephone call on Tuesday.
Good morning, Dr. Brandon's office.
Hi, this is Judge Nick Thompson. I've got you on speakerphone. I'm looking for Dr. Brandon, please.
He is actually in court. Can I help you?
Yes. When will he be out of court?
Oh, I can't really tell you that.
Okay, generally, ballpark.
He's in a trial.
He is? What trial is he in?
He's actually in Palm Beach. It's a murder trial.
Which case, do you know?
Palm Beach,
Yeah, which case?
Marcia Thompson.
Okay. And you said it's in West Palm Beach?
Correct.
Okay. Do you know if he's supposed to be there all day today, or?
As far as I was told, he was supposed to be there at least. I mean, this was all day yesterday as well.
Okay.
He didn't even get on the stand yesterday. He was supposed to, so he was definitely on the stand today. It's actually on court TV if anyone is questioning what's going on. But he's supposed to be there. He told me at least for the morning. He told me to cancel all the morning.
Okay.
He didn't really tell me exactly what time they'd be finished.
Okay. All right.
Is there something that I can help you with?
Yes, hold on one second.
May I ask a question?
Yes, you can ask a question.
This is the state attorney, Assistant State Attorney Sarah Miller.
I don't know if she can hear you.
Oh, I can come up if that's okay.
Hold on one second. Somebody wants to ask.
Hi,
Go ahead.
good morning. This is Assistant State Attorney Sarah Miller. Do you know, are you able to, is he answering cell phone if you're able to text him to see if he is available to speak with us? The reason is we have a sentencing scheduled for Wade Wilson. It's a death penalty case, and I believe he was appointed to assist the defense with that, and so we're just trying to see, the defense has requested a continuance to not have the sentencing, so we just want to know
What his
where
availability
he's at,
is.
what his availability is, and what his status of review is for Wade Wilson.
Well, we weren't able to see him because of the technical difficulties. So until that's resolved, I'm not really sure. But
What technical
purposes, you would need to speak with me anyways.
what technical Hey, what technical difficulties?
So when we try to log on, the problem is that he's not approved as a professional visitor, so it would be recorded, which it can't be. So there is a way to get him to be a professional visitor. It's just impossible to get a hold of the jail to then approve him to be that visitor. So that's kind of the issue that we were having. And now I've done it before. It just takes forever. So it's more a matter of like either we need time or he doesn't see him and he just reviews the records or, that's kind of where we're at, unfortunately.
Okay. Thank you. Any other questions?
He can use, I've used an attorney's login before, but then that also creates an issue too, and sometimes it doesn't work. So that was the only other holdup as well. We tried to exhaust every option we could If it's a matter of him going there, again, he could go there in person, but then with his schedule, that would be, weeks before I could get him there because we are far, we're in Coral Springs.
When did he start trying to make arrangements to log in and meet with him with the jail?
Hold on one second. 'Cause I went back and forth, with the other woman who was helping, like a month ago? Yeah.
Okay, and so you just weren't having any luck with the jail, and then it just didn't go any further than that?
Correct. Well, because I guess I thought somebody maybe on their end was maybe going to look into it, and then we were also kind of told to put it on hold because we weren't even sure if it was going to happen. So, I mean, again, I could do a little more research to get it done. It's just a matter of timing.
Has he already reviewed the records of Wade Wilson?
I don't want to speak 100% for him, but I believe so. I'm not sure.
Okay, so,
I'm not sure if he put that on hold because he didn't see him, because sometimes he likes to interview the people first. But again, maybe because he knew that he wasn't going to, maybe he did.
Judge, I just approved a bill he had submitted to JAC for, I think, 10.1 hours of record review.
Oh, then he did. Then for sure. Yes, perfect.
okay, so what would the time frame be if he could do this? So he's able to do his testing via Zoom?
Correct.
Okay, so when would,
But if he's like a professional visitor, only because then it's, it needs to be, it can't be video, just because of the tests and stuff.
okay, so if that were to be arranged with the jail, because obviously that's something the state
Yep.
can assist with, we've just not ever heard of any of this.
Yes.
How long would it be before he could do this? Like, what's his availability to do that as well as to testify in court?
I mean, I would say, I'm just looking, like I'm looking at, August is not horrible. I mean, if we could get it situated, I mean, he has availability to do the evaluation, I would say first 2 weeks of August, and then usually it takes about a week for him to write a report, if that.
Okay. I don't need another question.
Okay, all right, thank you. Any other questions, Mr. Shirley?
No, because Mr. Hollander says that they can use his account, which would be like,
I'll let you all talk to each other about that. All right, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem, just keep me posted, let me know.
All right, bye-bye.
That's it. I think I have it.
I do not.
All right. All right, well, that gives me some more information then on what I guess has not been done.
Right. But at least with Dr. Brandon, that sounds a lot more feasible than the neurological examinations.
All right, well, State?
Judge, as far as Dr. Brannon, his schedule seems reasonable. I think Dr. Rubino is someone who's, we should not continue over 30 days for him, given that he hasn't reviewed anything, and not only that, but he's wanting to order this expensive testing that's really not probably going to happen. JAC is likely not going to fund it, and to send him out to do MRIs does not seem necessary given the lack of evidence we heard regarding brain damage. To me, it's just a fishing expedition to try to say that he has some sort of brain damage when the records and all the evidence that came out don't support that. That's my opinion on Dr. Rubino. As far as Dr. Brannon, I would leave that to the court whether a continuance should be allowed for him to do his work and to testify.
All right. Sure.
Judge, I'll try and get everything I can done with both of these within whatever time frame you set.
Well, I did take judicial notice. You mentioned the Zeiler case, so I did look at that. There was an order done to allow for MRIs to be done in that case. That was done, I believe, Radiology Regional. That was done before the trial. And
He also had actual evidence getting into car wrecks, I believe, of brain damage there was a factual basis.
Yeah, she's right. There was a history of brain damage.
He'd
okay.
been in a motorcycle accident. Yeah.
So then, what is it that compels you to ask the court for a continuance to have these type of tests and this Dr. Rubino to help you in this case?
Well, as I stated initially, I'm not thoroughly convinced that Dr. Rubino is going to be able to provide any evidence that might tend to sway the court toward our position of life. I think Dr. Brannon certainly should have the opportunity to do that. And, you know, whether it takes 3 weeks or takes 30 days. But I feel confident in speaking with Ms. Perez because she's worked with Dr. Brannon in the past, and I spoke with him last week. And he's already reviewed all of the documents, so he's got all the background information. I think he can hit the ground running, and we can at least use his testimony in order to provide some information to the court at the Spencer hearing. So,
All right. If I continue this, let's say I continue it to August 27th is a date that I have open. What I need to know from you is, and I have asked this question before, is everything done? Everybody is going to be able to have their work done. The answer I got was in the affirmative. So I'm asking this again, though, but I really need to know.
I will not be back in front of the court asking for further extension.
All right. Anything else from the state? Are you all available on August 27th?
The state is, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'll have to be. I'll cancel whatever I have.
All right. Then I will grant the motion to continue to August 27th at 9 a.m. for the Spencer hearing. And then we'll set sentencing for 1:30, let's say 2 o'clock.
Judge, if there's any issues with the jail, I would ask that the state be notified because we are able to, we have people we talk to in the
Yes.
jail that can assist in getting that
I will
done.
expect and require that council communicate with each other if there's any difficulties in accomplishing the work that anybody needs to step in to assist to get those communications accomplished.
It would probably work better if Dr. Brannon came over here, but once again, it's time and
Well, that's,
expense.
that's more than a month
Yes.
for him to get the work that he's, been authorized to do
Yes, sir.
since April.
And Judge, we would expect in return, because this is being done at a sentencing rather than at the penalty phase, we would expect a report or something from Dr. Brannon prior to that Tuesday so that we can prepare to cross him and do what we need to do on our end.
Well, I think that's reasonable. They should have it at least 10 days before,
Okay.
so.
All right, so then by, what's the date on that? So by close of business, Friday, August 16th, should I have any reports to the state?
That's fine.
All right. If there are any other issues that could potentially cause delay, please file an appropriate motion and notice it for hearing, get contact with the other side, make sure that you coordinate with them and contact my office to coordinate any other further hearings in that regard. And
And Judge, obviously, the other thing the state would request is if there are going to be, if Rubino's going to do his job of getting brain scans, that order be done
Needs to be
right away.
right away.
Right. First of all, I have to find somebody who'll do it because radiology regional won't do it again.
Okay. Well, if it becomes necessary, if you deem it not necessary, obviously it's not an issue.
Right.
If it's something that you in good faith belief is necessary, then I think I would like to explore having it done as a mobile thing if possible. I understand what Dr. Rubino said on the phone, but I don't know if all the capabilities out there. But I would prefer that it be done mobile, that it be brought to, I guess, the core. They could do that at the core facility.
Right. Okay.
So if there's any issues with that, again, file a motion, contact opposing counsel, and contact my office, and we'll set up for a hearing.
Yes, sir.
Anything else from the state or defense?
No, sir.
All right. We'll be adjourned.
Thank you.
Okay. I think it was a good place to end it because I mean I only have the redacted. I think we got it to page. Hold on, let me see what page we're at. I'm trying to figure out which light is causing like the, I don't know. Something's different with my lights and it's bothering me. Um, what was I saying? Oh, I want to see where I left off so I could mark it. Zeke never came back. He's probably sleeping with my mama. Um, all right, so we left off. Oh, what I was gonna say is we left off on page 156, and I was only gonna go to 170. That's where I got it. I was planning on just going to 160, another 80 pages, but I couldn't go past 170 because I only redacted to 170. So I'm gonna stop here. Hold on. Yeah, we'll start with. Hold on. Yeah, 156. 156 with Jesse. That's where we'll start. All right, guys. Well, I feel like I was gonna say one more thing. Hold on. I can't remember. Oh, you like my little ducky? It was one of the when I went on the cruise with my brother and niece Gia and his wife and their family. Um we found that ducks, like where they'd hide ducks on the cruise. So I was hiding some and like letting her find. We were finding them all. So I think she ended up getting like 60. I don't know how many ducks, but a lot of ducks. And she was so excited. They're all like different. Like one was a mermaid and one was a unicorn and all these different things. So we had the funnest thing finding the ducks. Me and her just all about the ducks. Um, and then these little Jesuses too. she was finding these, and there's mini ducks. People were hiding. I'll do this. Wait, I can't get that. I don't know. It says Jesus loves you. Um, and she just just made her night. She was like, I want to go duck hunting, and so we would go. It was so much fun. So for Christmas, one of the Christmas gifts is she got me this big duck. How cute! Because our little duck hunting time. So I'm gonna keep it right here. um, but anyway, all right, guys, I'm gonna go shower and go part three. Hopefully, there's some interesting things in part three. Like I said, I'm just reading them as parts, like with you guys. So the next part, I'll read and redact, and hopefully there'll be something juicy for the part three. What else? I've been watching like trials. I've been watching a little bit of all of the ones that are on court TV. Um, the Judy Church, the dentist one. What's her name? Marcel, or that's not how you say it. I forget how they pronounce her last name. What's her first name? Um, hold on, I have it. No, I don't have it up. What's her name? Something. Mercile is her last name. She's a dentist and she shot her boyfriend, but I do think she was trying to shoot the door open, but the fact that she covered it up is bad. If she would have just, went and been like, "Oh shoot, I was shooting the door open. I didn't mean to kill." You know what I'm saying? Like I would, but the fact that she tried to cover it up's bad. Um, and then Judy Church is the antifreeze where she poisoned her boyfriend. In both of those cases, the guy had another girlfriend. So it was it was kind of like a jealousy thing, both of them. And they're both on trial right now. And then what's the other one? Oh, the one attempted murder one. Joanne, no wait, not I had all their names. I had a list because I was ordering files and stuff. Hold on. The one in Hawaii where the guy with the rock hitting her in the head with the rock. Um, so I've been following him. I ordered some files, so I'm hoping, whatever one we get files, I could do a deep dive. I ordered all of them. I don't know which ones I'll get, but hold on. Let me find. Okay, so Suzanne Marcel, I think you say her last name. That's the dentist. Um, Courtney Clenny, of course, I'm gonna cover that. Um, Gerhard Koenig is the one on trial. I can't remember what his wife's name is. Why am I thinking Joanna? But I could be wrong. But he basically tried to kill her. Supposedly, he was going to inject her with, I think, propofenol. I can't say that right. Um, but they never found the syringe. But people saw, and he was like hitting her in the head with a rock, and they basically saved her. Supposedly, he tried to push her over a cliff, and she fought him. And he tried to inject her with something, and she fought him. And he took a rock and started hitting her head. And people came. It was on a hiking trail, and they got, they saved her basically. I think I actually covered that. I think I did one video of it when it happened. I'm pretty sure. I remember looking into it, but I'm pretty sure I talked about it on a video back then. Or whenever it happened. Oh, and also, so maybe, actually, have you watched those or anything? Because I mean, I could probably do a video on that, just talking about all of them, just my thoughts on all of them. I could do open panel for that and just have people come up and talk about any of those. I should, because I'm at least not, I didn't deep dive any of them, but I'm at least familiar enough with them. I mean, I don't know everything on each of them, but I know the basics of all the case where I could have a conversation, and the people that know it better, they could talk about it and you know teach me, tell me some things I don't know about them. because there's no way I could watch all of them in depth, but I just wanted to just like watch them all a little bit and see kind of, you know. And I did order the two high school, the Brantley High School girls. Remember where I was falling out with them laughing and stuff? I ordered the files. They said 6 months. It could take 6 months to get them all, but you know, every time anybody's ever said that, I shouldn't say that, knock on wood, but like, you know, when I order the Wade stuff, when they be like, oh, 6 months turnaround, I always got it in like 2 months. So, or less. So, I mean, I'm hoping that's the case. They're just doing the most time and it'll come a lot sooner, I'm hoping, but who knows? They said 6 months. But like I said, I think it'll be sooner. So I ordered all that because I ordered it all. So I'm knocking on wood. um, Oh, actually, you know, we could actually talk about it, and then I could tell you about some of this stuff, and we could bring it up. Some of these Have you watched any of the trials? We could just do a couple things. I want to do the Epstein stuff, just kind of like loosely, you know. Don't have to have a bit like, oh, I got to do this and only this. Um, but yeah, those three cases are interesting. I watched the testimony of not all of it, but parts of the girl that survived that. Now she was married, so that was her husband that tried to kill her. But another thing where she was talking to another guy, it was like an emotional affair. They never physically met because he lived in Texas or somewhere and she lived in Hawaii, so they never physically met, but they were flirting with each other, the Koenig case, and he got jealous and um so yeah, it's yeah. All right. Yeah, so maybe the one that we talk about all the um different cases, I can do open panel. Actually, you could come up and like so people from each, I'm sure there's some people that are watching like one of them in depth, they're really into it. They could come up and hey, we might have people from every case that are watching every case in depth. You know what I'm saying? That knows probably way more than I do on each of them since I'm kind of like loosely watching them all. I'm not I'm missing like a lot of stuff on some of the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like normally when I follow a case that I'm into, I watch the whole trial, watch all the witnesses, and then I'll research it and stuff like that. Well, with these, I'm just kind of like, oh, let me watch this day. Oh, let me watch a little bit of this, and then maybe I'll look up something or whatever if I'm curious. But yeah, and do open panel, have people up. We have a good discussion and talk about all the cases. They're all interesting. I mean, they really are. That one video from the Judy Church, that video of him is so horrifying. Oh my gosh, she videos him going through that. But the thing I don't get about that, oh, I should wait. Well, let me wait till I do the video on it. Yeah, I'll wait to give my thoughts till we do that video, because then I'll be repeating myself. All right, guys. So that'll be coming up. Me and Ashley just maybe talk about Epstein a little bit. I'll try to download some files. I want to do that this week, and I want to do that one with you, Ashley. I want to do it on my other channel. Get that going. So yeah, got a few things I want to do. Oh yeah, that's true. It's like a brown and black. But thanks for coming and comment, you guys. I need the engagement. Plus, I want to know your guys' thoughts on what he said about Breezy. Comment below on just, I don't know, any thoughts, anything you took from that. Or you could comment about anything, but I'm curious about what you thought about that part. His two messages about that. Um and I swear I'm convinced that the part, because he's talking to Vivian too, where he said, all I could think he's scarred and all I can think about is death. That was right in between as he's talking about Breezy. So I'm convinced that that's about the whole Breezy thing too, because he does the one message and he talks a little, and I think there's a couple other messages, and then he says that, and then he says the other one too. So I really think that was about that. He's talking about like I'm scarred from that, and all I think about is death, which is kind of messed up because you murdered 2 people before that. So you know what I'm saying? And you know how Mila was saying how he would always talk about killing, like that he's killed people and wanting to kill people and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't feel bad for him. Don't think that I'm saying I feel bad for him, but it's just interesting to hear, what he's saying that happened. And it could just be very well, if he indeed is like a narcissist, like technically if he, and it could be what he feels like he's expected to do. Now, I don't know necessarily if I feel like that would be his classification. I think he's like, oh, what he did, and he's evil and he's selfish. Um, I wish somebody would. He's like a brain that I feel like would be worth exploring to figure out like what is going on, because he's definitely like extreme on a lot of things. Like I feel like, you know, to try to observe and analyze people, and you know what I'm saying? Because he's like on a very extreme case on some things. But I don't think, I feel like you would think that people they would want to like study these types of peoples in their mind, but it's just like it doesn't really happen. You know what I'm saying? They just kind of let these people just waste away in prison and stuff. Um, and they don't give them much help, which I mean, I get, but I would want to learn from them and learn, biologically what's going on up there, and, through talking and stuff. I don't know. But that's me because I like to know everything. Like I want to know the why. I want to understand it as best as I can. Um, but I feel like he would definitely be somebody to kind of just, what is going on up there? Because I think not a doubt in my mind that he would do that again. Like I think he would kill again, if he was out. And I think maybe it would take him, getting high and stuff. And I'm not saying that doing drugs makes you kill, but I think he would, it would take that, getting all high. Not that it would take that, but I feel like he would do that. You know what I'm saying? That's when it would happen, is when he get high, and then he would do it again. In my opinion. Um, yeah, I think he would recommit for sure. Because he was abusive. I mean, look what he was abusing these women really bad. And then the next step is killing. So I think he took it, and then he would need that, that next. So yeah, I think he would. I do. He's he is where he needs to be. He would cause so much destruction if they let him out. And just to think he tried to escape. Remember? He tried to freaking escape with his cellmate guy, Joey, Joseph or whatever. I hope he never gets out, escapes, because I feel like he would try again, because he is dangerous. He really is in so many ways. And especially because he has like that look where women find him attractive for some reason. I mean, there's certain people, I mean, we're seeing that find him attractive. So he would be able to, even knowing what he did, he'd be able to get people to come be with him, and he'd be able to kill people, and then other women wouldn't care. They just come. It's crazy. And now I know some of these people, if he was out, they'd be like, "Oh, I'm scared." But the fact that he's in prison and they're safe from him, they do that. I get that. But I'm telling you, there's still some of them that wouldn't care, and they would be with him if he got out. They're 100%. Do you think Jesse would? Because you know how Jesse so bad, wants to free him. Do you think if he was out, like she would meet up with him? Because I think she's so brainwashed that she thinks he's innocent, like in a way that she thinks that, oh, he's innocent. So yeah, I'm not afraid of him because he didn't kill anybody. She's one of those ones that I do think that she believes in his innocence. Or she did, I should say. I don't know what now. I can't say now, but at that time, if he got out, like I think she believed he was innocent. Um, I think some of them would just be like, no way, that if he really gets out, I'm out. But why do I feel like most of the women that he attracted they wouldn't be afraid. They would go with him for some reason. But that's not true for all, like, I feel like it's not true for all women who, write and communicate with, these murderers. I feel like a lot of them do it because they know that they're safe, he's locked up, and they could have this relationship with him, but I just feel like with Wade, the people that he's attracting would be there would be a higher percentage of them that they would be with him physically if he got out. That's crazy. Wow. Anyway, yeah. Oh, huh. Okay. I never even thought of that. I guess I could kind of see the look, in a way. In my opinion, my taste, I think Breezy's prettier to me than Kelly, but I could kind of see what you're talking about. Now do you okay, so when you're saying reminding, because you're saying pick, so you are saying just by the way she looks, then it reminds you of her? Hmm. Yeah. I mean I can see where you're coming from. I can. All right, guys. I think I got a spider bite here. It's itching right here. All right, bye guys. Have a good one.